Yo, 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 yo. Yo. Another 40 minutes. My bad, y'all. We in the building. My bad. It's been a crazy day, man. It's been a crazy day. I was running a little late. I was running home. I was doing 90 on the highway to make sure we got here. My bad, y'all. My bad. Let's get to it. We got a great show tonight. Yo, listen, man. We got a great show tonight. Let's go. Come on, pull up. My bad. We a little late. I had to run. It was a lot going on today, man. We at work. I was on the highway doing 90. Like, I can't have my man Abdullah waiting like this. You feel me? Now listen, welcome back. Cigar Talk Live. Pull up. What's up to the chat, man? Mike Reed. Salute. Abdullah's in the building. I'm about to bring him up. We got to intro him. Abdullah in the building. Miss Joe, salute to the bouncer. Miss Joette, that's the bouncer. You know what I'm saying? If y'all disrespectful in them comments, she gonna put you with a little timeout. You know what I'm saying? Salute JoJo. You know what I'm saying? Get Greg and Southpaw in here. Nah, we did that already. Come on, Greg versus Southpaw. I'm setting that up. We setting up a card, man. YouTube boxing. I'm trying to tell you, there's a lot going on. All right. Yeah, we standing on business. AMG, salute. Sumar, what's up, man? My bad for the wait. I apologize. Give a couple minutes. We got people flooding in right now. Let me just send this tweet to let them know we on here right now. I got the young phenom. Y'all already know what this kid about. Y'all already know. I don't gotta say too much. I've been hyping him for a long time. I've been telling y'all what he do. I've been telling y'all what this kid do. All right. Let me just put out this tweet real quick, and I'm gonna bring him up. The young phenom Abdullah Mason is in the building. The young phenom Abdullah Mason is in the building. Put up this tweet. All right, it's a lot to talk about today. Bam. All right, hold up. Here we go. Let me bring up the young man. You know what I'm saying? I think he about 20 years old, 19, 20. This kid is the real deal. Y'all already know. Hold up. Let me bring my man up.
Yo.
There he is. What's up, champ?
Man, you was doing 90 on the highway?
Yo, bro, I had to get back, bro. I was like, yo, I can't have my man waiting like that.
You got to be safe on that highway, man. That ain't cool.
Safe, man. Safe and sound. Matter of fact, see, look, this is a shirt I wore today. I just got to go put my shirt on, my Appetite for Smoke shirt. I'm supposed to put my shirt on.
You go put it on right now. Go ahead. Go grab it.
I can't hear you.
You say you can't hear me?
Hold up. Let me get my shirt. Hold up. Let me get the shirt.
You better grab that Appetite for Smoke. I need somewhere. What's that? He went to grab his Appetite for Smoke, bro. Some tropical stuff in there? I don't know. The tropical soda. I don't know. Man, this dude went to grab his t-shirt. He finna come back. So he already got everybody waiting. Hey, y'all, sit tight. He went to grab his Appetite for Smoke. He probably trying to go find it. Yeah, y'all might as well grab y'all too while we waiting. Y'all go ahead, snap some pictures and post them on Instagram. Tag me. I'll repost if y'all on here with Appetite for Smoke. There you go, bro.
Hey, man, my shit in the laundry, bro. My shit in the laundry, man. My shit in the laundry.
Ooh, next time you could.
Hey, they won't know.
Post a picture of it. Post a picture of it and throw that joint on your gram or something. I'll repost it.
100%. You know, I got you. I'll put the picture up. Appetite for smoke, man. Listen, salute. Thank you, Abdullah, pulling up. Man, listen, you in a space right now that everybody that watches you is like you the next pound for pound guy. Like it's already anticipated. Everyone seems to have the consensus that we feel like you're gonna be on pound for pound. Is that something that's important to you? Like when you're thinking about just how your career is going and the things you want to accomplish?
Oh, for sure. For sure. It got to be important, you know. In order for me to keep doing what I'm doing, I got to hold it high, you know, hold them standards high. And I got to have that in my head myself. You know, I got to do everything for myself. That's what I got to want, be the best at the sport. So that's why we in it, to be the best.
Yeah. When we talking about like pound for pound and stuff like that, I mean, you know, there's a couple of guys near and around your weight class. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta Davis. You know, some people got Shakur Stevenson, Dein Haney, stuff like that. When you thinking about those guys who are already on the list, how far do you feel like you're away from, you know, being able to compete with them seriously? Not necessarily get the fight, but just in terms of like being on a similar level.
Sure. I feel like I'm ready now. You know, if we had to step in there, I'm ready now. But you know, as far as, you know, realistically being there, you know, talking fights with them, I would probably say hopefully I could grab a title at the end of 2025, and then 2026 will be another big year. Be looking at them type of name.
Yeah, I like that. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. When I asked you about Tank in our interview, it kind of went viral on my page. It's like a couple 100,000 views on there, and everybody was mad. Like he can't fuck with Tank right now. How you gonna say that? Da da da. You know, that's the type of energy you get when you know when you're talking about those type of guys. But you feel like you're ready now, though.
I mean, if you don't believe in yourself, who gonna believe in you? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yourself first, and then, you know, you got a tight team around you. You'll be able to push through, and, you know, with hard work, you'll be able to get anywhere.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, your fighting style, bro, like you just a mean guy. Like you the nicest guy out, like outside the ring, but inside you just got that nasty, like where did that come from? You always been like that? You always had that?
I mean, we just working right now. You know, I say it's a mindset. You know, when I step in there, I want to make sure I do everything how it's supposed to be, how I worked on it. You know, when you work like that, it shows up.
Yeah, for sure. You know, I'm looking at the chat right now. They keep saying Abdullah versus Keyshawn. A lot of people talking about that Keyshawn fight. I seen a live with him one time where he was I think he was talking to Coach Kenny or something like that, and he was kind of like downplaying it, like, yo, you know, he not ready yet, like he got work to do type shit. Did you see that at all, that video?
I seen it.
What'd you think?
I seen it. I think when you're doing your thing, everybody, you know, they're gonna start saying their stuff when people got something else to say about you. But, you know, I'm ready for anybody, you know, when the time comes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I think I don't say it's a criticism necessarily, but you know, people are saying like, yo, we want to see Abdullah versus some better guys. Like he beating these guys too easy right now. And I kind of agree, you know what I'm saying? And I don't attribute that to you. Your matchmakers is, you know, supposed to grow you at a pace, like you don't want to move too fast. So I understand that. But at the same time, you beating up these guys so easy that it's like people want to see resistance. What do you feel in terms of that? Like when people are saying like they feel like the matchmaking should be a little higher.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, we just every time we step in there, we getting better and better. You know, so they put better opposition in there, but at the same time, I'm getting better at, you know, why they doing it. But we're gonna be stepping up to them 10 rounds real soon. You know, in a competition, they got to get better at 10 rounds because, you know, if you're looking for a world championship, you got to fight them people, them tough fights. So, you know, hopefully we probably do them the same way. If we get to the championship, we're looking to do the same thing.
I love that because I thought LeBron was a step up. I thought it was like, you know what I'm saying, the way I seen it, you know, he's a veteran. He got some good fights already. And you just made it look so easy that I guess people are just like, damn, how high does the ceiling go? You know what I'm saying?
That's funny. I thought the same thing. I was in there, moving around, doing my thing, but I could tell if I wasn't, doing what I was doing, he probably would have been coming for sure. He liked to come and he liked to, let his hands go and put that pressure. But if I wasn't, letting my hands go like I was, he for sure would have started coming a little more, gain that confidence. And I had to make sure I, started doing my thing as soon as I, felt, warmed up and felt cool. I just, so, started letting my hands go.
Right. Tell me, all right, when you in the ring, right? Just kind of paint the picture for me on how your killer instinct go, right? Like when you hurt somebody, how do you, like, what do you see that make you want to go for it? Like, for example, like when I spoke to Tank, right? He told me, I interviewed Tank, and he said, and I kind of asked him something like that, and he was like, I could tell when the guy don't really want no more. I could tell. It's something that he said he could just see. What is it for you? Like what make you turn up the next gear to go get him? Is this something that you see, or like what gives you that?
It's definitely something you see. You got to see it in order to be able to turn that on, because you don't want to turn it on at the wrong time and somebody come back with something crazy. But I mean, I don't know. You just got to feel it. It's like a natural. I feel like when you really like when you in there, it's kind of like you being in a moment. So you got to feel everything. So I guess that's one of them natural feelings that that comes.
So is the feeling, is it more like a you thing, or is it just like you looking at the opponent like, oh, he's scared or he don't want it, like, or is it just more you saying, all right, I'm about to turn it up now?
For me, it's like I'm about to turn it up now. But I guess I developed. My brother was just like, you probably been doing it for so long, you develop a sixth sense. So that's probably what that is. When I get in that mode, I feel like, I just feel the little things, the opponents be doing that they not doing no more, and I feel like it's time to turn it up. I just turn it up.
Yeah, for sure. You got you got your fight coming up. What's the date?
November. It's gonna be sometime November. I'm gonna be posting on my page and finalizing and stuff like that. But it's probably gonna be in Virginia.
Okay, in Virginia. All right. This guy, man, I ain't see him. I'm gonna have to do my homework. I'm gonna watch some tape on him. I just seen the record. He got a lot of knockouts. It looked like, just from looking at the record, it looked like this guy could punch. You know what I'm saying? Have you checked him out, looked at tape or anything like that?
A little bit. He definitely liked to punch. He liked to fight. He got what, 21 KOs in 25 or something like that. So
yeah,
he coming on nobody, especially you find somebody who got that many KOs. We just come in staying tight like we always do, and hopefully we just have some fun and show some good entertainment.
When you fighting a guy that's a power puncher, how much does that change your approach to the actual fight?
I don't know. I mean, it don't really change your approach too much, because you gotta be ready for somebody who not a power puncher. Anybody could have that one punch that that gets you out of there, or anything that hurts you. So you got to look at every fight like everybody like they got a power punch.
Yeah, that makes sense. When you looking at like people saying you the best prospect in the game, I would say one of the other guys like Kermel, there's other prospects that are in contention as well. Do you feel like you are the best prospect in the game?
Absolutely, 100%.
Like no doubt, like I got it. Like
I feel like that, yeah, for sure.
Okay. When's the homecoming fight? I know they've been discussing like a fight in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? When you think that's coming?
We're looking for something like the turn of the year, probably 2025, probably first half of the year for sure. So we just focus. Hopefully we get that and be able to show out for our fans. See all them faces in there, everybody who's been there in my first fight. So we looking forward to that for sure. But we focus on November 1st, and then after that we here. Yeah.
You know what? I ain't gonna lie, yo, Abdullah, I'm hoping November. I just, what it is, because it's like what we want to see as fans is somebody make you do something where you got to think about something else, right? That's what I want to see. Is we know how good you are, but what happens when you got to think differently than you normally do? Do you feel like this guy is one of them guys that could make you do that?
I mean, possibly, power puncher, but we'll see when we get in there. We'll see when we get in there. We're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, for sure. How do you prepare for this one? It just same training methods, same thing, just locked in with your pops.
Every fighter, you got something a little bit different that they do that the other fighter ain't do. So we just gonna watch him and make sure we catch everything that he doing. We gonna stay tight.
Yo, Abdullah, I'm not gonna lie. I had you on the show. We did a real episode that time in Cleveland. Fire. Fans loved that one. I got blocked on that episode. Kid Austin, they blocked me because of that episode, bro. I'm mad because I like Kid Austin. I couldn't believe it. Yo, I got blocked, man.
I mean, I wouldn't know why. We just talking, chopping it up. I mean, we ain't saying nothing. Yeah.
That's what I thought. I said, yo, because I got blocked when I posted it up, and a lot of people, it's a couple 100,000 views on it, and a lot of people was tagging Kid Austin, and I know you said y'all sparred, and I guess he got out in one round or whatever. Usually y'all do multiple rounds, but he got out after one round. I guess he didn't like that. I just looked at his page and I was blocked. But when I spoke to his dad, I had spoke to his dad, and his dad said I feel like he was like it didn't really go like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I just wanted to let you know you got me blocked, man, for that story.
Hey, it's not on me. We in there. We already told them what's up. Those guys know how we coming. So if they want to fight, any of those guys want to fight. They know where I'm at. I told them last time that they said anything that we'd be ready to fight. The fight before. I was ready to fight them yesterday if I had to.
So that's a fight you would take next if that was on the table. Like, yo, Kid Austin, blah blah blah. Like, I'm taking that next.
If they brought that fight up, I'll take that joint yesterday.
Okay. All right. Yo, tell me, let the fans know, like, as far as your sparring sessions, what you feel like was the toughest sparring session that you had, the one that made you feel like, damn, like, all right.
I mean, I don't really talk about sparring. Everybody got something a little different. So you get certain tough ones in one area, tough in this area.
Tell me about that Kid Austin one though.
Kid Austin one, that joint lasted one round. It wasn't tough.
No.
Hold up. What was not? Hold up. When you say it wasn't tough, what you mean? Like, what wasn't tough though? Because Kid Austin get in there and rough it up though. He like,
hey, listen, Nazi. We sparred those guys. That's just nobody. We don't want to tell them. We sparred one round and seen him one time.
Damn.
And we was still standing in the ring like, what's going on? That's all he wanted was one round, bro.
Hold up. They didn't want more? Was they not trying to get like work?
I don't know if he had to go do something. Look, we sparred one round, saw them in the ring one time, and they said we had gym wars, bro.
Yeah, they did say gym war. They said it was a war.
Bro, they said we'd be having gym wars. We sparred. Abdullah sparred Kid Austin one time and did one round.
Hold up, Abdullah. You said it was easy though. What make it easy? What you mean easy? Like, why? How's easy? Because Kid Austin the rough. Yo, come on, Abdullah. Don't do that. Kid Austin get rough. He get in there. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I told them, look, we can fight whenever. They talk about sparring. We ain't talking about sparring no more. We can fight whenever.
Okay. All right, hold up. Let me ask you though, the one round though, do you feel like you landed something that was like hard enough that made him be like, all right, or you think he was tired? Maybe he was tired. I don't block me again on everything. I'm just asking questions.
You should ask him. I want to see what he said.
I'm gonna ask him. Actually, I'm gonna ask him. I'm definitely gonna ask him.
He likes to bring up my name all the time. You should ask them.
They do. I mean, I've heard them bring up your name a couple of times just in terms of you, do you feel like that's because like, you the guy, you a threat. So it's like, we gotta,
Absolutely. 100%. That's right.
Okay. So hold up. But before we said that, I asked you what was the toughest sparring. I know you said you don't really think about sparring a lot, but just give me the one in your head that stuck out that made you feel like you had to think more. Not necessarily hard, you got hurt, but just one that you had to think a little more than you usually do.
I ain't getting that. You ain't getting that.
We ain't getting that? All right. Well, I'll tell you when I spoke to Shakur, he told me that his sparring with you, he was like, damn, like this kid, like he was like he had to tighten up. He was like, I came in there and did just thinking like we gonna go. And then he was like, oh shit, like I gotta turn it up now because he really like, you know what I'm saying? He gave you the respect like that.
That was nice.
That's all you got for me, B?
We don't talk about sparring.
Yeah. No, for sure, for sure. So next year, right? Like just your trajectory. I know you're saying we saying 10 rounders potentially next year. When you talk to your promoter, Top Rank Promotions, about what next looks like, what do they say to you? What is like next look like?
Next is World Championship, you know. So 2025 is the 10 rounders, like I said. But, you know, we building. You know, I'm still 20, and we still moving at a great pace. So that's next right now. Everything you see that I'm doing is we stepping up to graduation. You know, and we looking to keep graduating. We not stagnant, staying in one spot. So this is probably gonna be my last 8-rounder this year, and then we looking at 10 rounders, and then World Championship, and then probably some big names. And, you know, having fun with it, enjoying the journey as we going.
Yeah. I mean, I think that you're moving at a good pace. I think as fans, we just a little impatient because we know how good you are, so everybody's going to see it. But I feel like you actually moving at a good pace. Does it does it feel as easy to you in there that it looks to us? Do it feel easy?
I say the fights maybe, you know, because we put in the work in the gym, you know, we pretty much in the gym most of the time. You know, I fight 5 times a year, so I got to be in training camp most of the time. So I guess that's what makes it, you know, flow that much smoother when I step in the ring is, you know, just being active, you know, staying consistent.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Abdullah, you stepping up next year. You need a nickname, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. You need a nickname, bro. We gotta get you a nickname, man. Like that's important. We need that.
Hey, Abdullah for now. You know, Abdullah. That's what it is.
It's Abdullah now? Because I remember there was one time you was on live and you was like, yo, I'm thinking about nicknames and stuff like that. But has anything ever come to you where you felt like, you know what, I could run with that?
Nothing stuck yet. You know, nothing really stuck. But you know, I like going with my name, Abdullah Mason. You know, it sound nice.
Yo, chat, man. We gotta get him a nickname, chat. Let me hear the nicknames in the chat, man. Abdullah Mason, what y'all got? Let me know the nicknames. Throw the nicknames in the chat, and I'm gonna see what's going on. A couple people, one guy.
Abdullah Mason. So the nickname gonna be
Abdullah Mason. They said Abdullah the Reaper, Abdullah Reaper Mason, Abdullah the Assassin, the Destroyer.
Imagine seeing when somebody just call me, hey, what up, Reaper? Like, it's like,
yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
what he say? What he say?
Imagine seeing somebody walk up to you and saying that, like, you got your people started for sure.
Right. Yeah, they own it right now. Desert Storm, the Hitman. Abdullah whooped that trick Mason. Damn, that's crazy. I ain't know. Yeah, man. We gotta get a little nickname or something, man. I'm gonna think of some ill shit and I'm gonna tell it to you. Hopefully you know what I mean, you like it. You know what I mean?
If I don't, it's Abdullah Mason.
Straight Abdullah Mason. Nah, for sure. Yo, I kind of want to get into, you know, your training, I guess, methods and regimen, like, you know, because you've been with your pop since day one. And you know, training with him, you know, you got a lot of skills to your game. What point do you feel like the training, like you started being able to put it all together, like just in terms of my training, like where I like you getting it?
I say when I first turned pro.
Oh, your first pro fight, you felt ready?
Yeah, then my father, you know, he started coming in and, you know, the training sessions and making sure, you know, he looking at me, watching what I'm doing. He adding his stuff. But I feel like once my father really, you know, stepped in, that's when everything really started running.
Yeah. Oh, so it was somebody else besides your father at first?
My brothers, he had my brothers, you know, training me. But, you know, he let us do our own thing for a little minute. You know, he made sure he told us, you know, what to do, and he let us, you know, get in the gym and do everything ourselves. once he really stepped in there with us, I feel like that joint made a difference and everything started running smoothly. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Do you feel yourself getting better and still learning at this point? Like you feel like you still learning and training and all that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
We got a super chat. Health is wealth. Thank you very much for the super chat. Abdullah is what Bob Arum wanted Shakur to be. Oh, to become. Okay. Health is wealth. Thank you, man. I appreciate the super chat, brother. Another thing, Abdullah, the body shots are nasty. That last fight, you was ripping to the body early. That was one of the things I feel like I saw look like a part of the game plan. Do you consider yourself a body puncher? Is that something like that's like, yo, I'm a body puncher?
No, I don't consider myself a body puncher. You could thank my dad for that one. Kind of tall too. Dude was a little taller than me. I'm not sure if y'all seen it, but when we was in a face-off, I was wearing shoes and he was like the same height. But when I seen him the first time face to face, I'm like, damn, this dude tall.
Yeah. Oh, so your pops, when you seen how tall he was, your pops was like, yo, we going to the body?
Yeah, I mean, before we seen him in person, he already knew what was up.
Oh, just by watching film or something? Y'all was watching film, like, all right, we gonna do that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that as a part of your game for real, bro. That I feel like it was opening up like a different dynamic, like snatching the body had him like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It had him moving a little different.
You got to bring it out. You got to bring it out for sure. And, when we get them tougher, that tougher competition, we're gonna have to bring more out. So we just working, staying tight right now, like I said.
Yeah. Do you think next year you'll be able to get like a former world champion?
Hopefully so. Hopefully so. Hopefully.
Do they tell you names? Like as far as your promoter, do they be like, all right, next year we want to get you this guy?
Not specifically like, too far out. Not too far out. I might know the somebody be looking at for the next fight, or the next two fights. Not nothing crazy like that.
Okay. What you think about Carmel Mogan? He fought last week or the week before? You know what I'm saying? He beat him up in I think 30 seconds or whatever, 40 seconds. He's the other guy that everybody, I would say y'all two are probably the ones that are in contention for who's the best prospect. What you think about his game? Like when you watching him, or if you do watch him, I don't know if you do, but what you think about his game?
He nice. I seen him around as an amateur. In some of the gyms. I never worked with him or nothing, but he nice. He coming up. It's a lot of good fighters out there. And the future holds a lot. In boxing, it's good fighters, young, older, but we got a good crop. So everybody just building right now.
Who you think? Is there any other guys that you watch personally that you like? Okay, I like this dude. I like his game.
Not really. I don't watch too much. Sometimes when fights are on, I watch them live, but I don't really watch too many fighters.
Yeah. I feel like, Boots said that about you. When I interviewed Boots maybe a month ago, and he said, I don't really watch no fighters. He said, the only guy I probably watch is Abdullah Mason.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Tell me about your relationship with Boots, because I saw you at his fight. He was showing you a lot of love. I seen y'all, you was in the ring out, you know what I'm saying? Tell me about just your relationship with Boots. Yeah,
every time we see each other, it's all love. It's what you see. We see each other and we talk, chat it up a little bit.
Yeah. Do you feel like you fight like him?
A lot of people say that. That. I can see similarities. I can see some similarities here and there, but I mean, not all around, but I can see that a little bit.
Yeah. What you think about him versus Terence Crawford? That's a fight I've been wanting to see. Like I be hoping Terence take that. Like as a boxing fan, that's the one I want to see. What you think about fight like a matchup like that, like Bud versus Boots?
I think that's one everybody wanting to see. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not sure how close or far we are from getting that. Like last year or the first half of this year, that was a big talk. Everybody was like, this is the next fight to be made. It's not buzzing crazy, but I feel like that's the fight around them divisions. that everybody want to see. You know, that's something I want to see for sure.
Yeah. Do you when you give, I guess, like, because you know both of them are skilled. Obviously, Terence Crawford, one of the best fighters in the world, if not the best fighter in the world. Boots, a monster, young, hungry killer. When do you give like who do you give the favor to? Do you give the favor to like the young, hungry lion or the older, experienced veteran?
I don't
Like
know.
not even just them two, just in general, not even just them two, but in that dynamic.
And that, I mean, everybody got their, you know, their strengths and stuff like that. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. You know, I don't know.
Yeah. Yo, listen, another thing I had to ask you about, I seen the Salute the Top Rank. I thought this was a dope ass content piece where they were showing you stuff from the 90s. I was like, nigga, you ain't never seen the beeper? I was going like, yo, I'm like, nah, man, my boy Abdullah, man.
I mean, like I said, you can't blame me. I ain't from the '90s. I definitely should have got the Nokia though. I know I should have got the
Yeah.
Nokia. I was saying something about the PS1, but we ain't ever had no PS1 or nothing like that. So, you know.
I said, yo, I'm gonna have to mail my boy a beeper or something. I'm gonna have to send you a joint to see you. I say, yo, I felt old, Dullah. I ain't gonna lie, you make me feel old, man.
My address, so you can mail it to me. I'm gonna be like, oh shoot, okay, that's how this works.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send you a beeper, man. Yo, listen, fans in here asking a couple questions. I'm gonna just bring a couple people up just to chat with you if that's cool.
Okay, for sure.
All right. Yo, make sure I gotta put the link to that content piece. They were showing Abdullah Mason a bunch of like stuff from the 90s to see if he know what it is. And I'm like, damn, boy, you got me looking. Oh, how old are you right now? You 19, 20?
20. Yeah.
20. Okay. All right. Yo, listen, link is in the chat. Link is in the chat. If y'all want to come pull up, ask questions to Abdullah Mason, the future phenom, future pound for pound. The link is now in the chat. I appreciate everybody pulling up today. Let's go. We at 380, man. Let's get the 400. Let's get the 500. Y'all know how we do. Link in the chat. Link in the chat. Y'all also know the rules. Y'all know the rules. Love, we do love here. That's great. If you want to be a hater, I'm cool with that. But we don't do disrespect. Y'all know the rules. You disrespect, you getting booted. Straight up. No disrespect. Don't disrespect no guests in my house. All right. Let me damn, there's a lot of people in the panel right now. Hold up. Let me get my boy Cam. Yo, Cam, what's popping?
What's the word? Nazi, salute. Future pound for
Salute.
pound king Abdullah Mason, man. I see you got a possible fight coming up on November 16th or November 7th. So that'll be what, 16 fights. So when you think you know, what do Top Rank talk about when they talk about like when you know thinking about title shots and stuff? Because I know you know they try to consider you a prospect, but shit, you got 16 fights, bro. Like,
My team talk about it. You know, we don't. Yeah, it's coming for sure. Yeah, me and my team talk about it though. You know, and when we know exactly who it is, y'all know too.
I feel that one. Shit, I guess my other question would be, when so shit, this would be your 5th fight this year. Shit, what you staying busy, man? When do you feel as if like, so like, do you feel as if you've been like tested so far in the ring for real? Like, I know you feel like you still got a lot more to show, obviously, but like,
they tried to test me, but you know, I haven't up against anybody that you know that made me have to do anything crazy different. You know, I just been you know sticking to the same stuff since I started, and we just been staying tight hard. So, I mean, soon when they do put us up against that test, we gonna hopefully do them the same way. You know, keep going up.
What you my last question. So what do you feel like to you? I guess right now would be like your fantasy fight. Like, what fight do you feel if you was to like if I fight this dude, I'm a pound for pound. You feel me? I'm that guy.
I don't have no fantasy fight. You know, I'm looking for everything coming to me. You know what I mean? So when we get there, you know, we ready for everybody.
Okay, feel that.
All right, let's get it. Yo, Cam, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Yo, we got Abdullah Mason here in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? He's answering a few questions before he gets up out of here. Future pound for pound guy. Let me read this super chat real quick. Super chat. Daps GB. Salute. Ask Mason how life was living in Egypt and how that shaped his mindset compared to living in the USA.
I was a lot younger when I lived in Egypt, but I still remember little parts and bits from it. But it was, Egypt was beautiful. You know what I mean? Everybody real down to earth. They don't need too much, too much stuff. Everybody here, looking for the next thing. They looking to do this and that. A lot of entertainment. But Egypt, it's more of like I feel like it was more like a people more conversing with each other a little more. They spending more quality time with each other. That's one thing I love.
How long was you living there?
I was living there for 1 year with my whole family.
And how old were you?
I was 4. I was living in Egypt. Then we moved to Yemen, and we was living there for a year too.
But you got memories of it though. You remember certain parts of it?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Nah, that's fine. Yeah. Yo, Dap, salute, man. Let me bring up H Money. H Money, what's popping?
Yo, what up, Najee? Salute. What's good, Abdullah? Salam alaikum.
What's going on?
What's good, brother? Hey, man, you a great fighter, bro. I like your style. You got that offense. That's what I like in boxing. Offense. And that's what you do. You got a 88% knockout percentage, bro. I want you to talk about your knockout percentage being 88%.
Yeah, I mean, when we see the opportunity, we take it. It's not too much to talk about. I guess,
Yeah, I like how you be turning up, though. I like that, Aki. You be turned up in the ring, bro. You be applying that pressure. You be letting your hands go. You feel me? I like that, bro. You got speed and power, and you got skills. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, I felt like Keyshawn Davis was hating on you, little bro. He was hating, and I got you beating Keyshawn Davis. I got you beating him.
Me too. Shoot.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you fight everybody, bro. I think you could be the best. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see you and Shakur one day. I think that would be a great fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. For anybody, my division would be a great fight. That's how we come with your energy.
Yup. Hey, I want to know what you think about Andy Cruz. He beat Keyshawn Davis 4 times. He don't duck no smoke. He take all challenges. What you think about fighting Andy Cruz in the future?
I'll fight him for sure. I'll fight all these guys. All these guys, I'll fight them. But we hitting that 10. You'll be ready for everybody.
I like that Andy Cruz fight down the line. That's like that's a real competitive fight of 2 high caliber guys.
All these fights sound nice. I want to fight. I'll fight. We gonna say that a little bit, but we ready. We just building right now. We building right now. When we get there, we there.
I think you ready though. For real, bro. These other lightweights ain't got offense like you. The only one I could think of is Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? What you think about Coach Kenny always showing you love?
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate that. I appreciate you showing us love, and we gonna keep working. Keep working, building our way up. We get there.
For sure, bro. For sure.
Yo.
Hey, one more fight I want to see you in is Kid Austin, because him and his daddy. They don't want no smoke with you, bro. They ducking that smoke with you, Kid Austin. He don't keep the same energy with you, bro. You gonna knock him out. You gonna knock him out for sure. Inshallah. You hear me? For sure, bro. I'ma holler at you.
H, I appreciate you, man. Thank you, H Money.
All
right. Salute to H Money. Let me get Yusef. Yusef, what's popping?
Yo, what's good, Najee? Salute everything you doing, man. I was on the last one where you was talking about Brian Norman.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you about the Southpaw and Greg Hackett. What's up with that?
Yo, listen, man. We got that coming. I'm gonna talk about that after. We got Abdullah up here. I
Yeah.
got as soon as we get to the next part. I got you. You got any questions for Abdullah?
Yeah. Abdullah, what's good, bro? Nice to meet you, bro. No, nice to talk to you actually, but um I wanted to ask, the other guy kind of touched on it a little bit, like Keyshawn. I wanted to ask about that because I always felt like he kind of envied you a little bit, but like he never really said it, but like he kind of showed it. Like, how you feel about that fight? Is that something you would be interested in?
Absolutely. I'm interested in fighting all these guys. But like I keep saying, we building right now, and we hitting that 10 round status, and we'll be ready for anybody to get there.
Yeah, I respect that. I also wanted to ask because, like, before anything, I was supposed to start off by saying Assalamu alaikum. I'm Muslim too, so I wanted to ask because you had a fight in April, so you trained during Ramadan. Like, how was that? Like training during that month and like fasting, like throughout the majority part of the day. Like, how do you deal with that?
I've been doing it since I was young, so it wasn't nothing too challenging for me to train, and still fast and everything like that. And then when you traveling, you got certain break the fast, pick it up after Ramadan. You're traveling.
Yeah,
It wasn't too hard on me. I feel like it makes me stronger
yeah,
mentally.
yeah, bro. I respect that. Also, I just wanted to say, man, your next fight in New York, man, I'm gonna be there, man. So you got to get a fight in New York ASAP. I ain't gonna lie, ASAP.
So
All right, bro.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, bro.
All right, bro.
next Shushu fight up there.
Huh?
Fight again up there in New York.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
sir.
seen you. I took a picture with you too. Like, I still got it on my phone. I see you there.
When does Shushu? Shushu. When does he fight again out in New York?
His next
September.
fight is he on the Michaela Mayer card. Is that in New York though? I don't think that's in New York. Michaela
No,
Mayer.
I think it is the September 27th. I think so, or 28th, something like that.
We might be there.
All right, man. Salute, man.
All
I
right.
hope to see you again,
Thank
bro.
you, bro.
All right, bro. Be easy.
All right. Yeah. Yo, Dilla, I appreciate you, man. It's still a lot of callers, man. You got time for a few more?
We could do like 2 more.
All right, bet. Let me get 2 more. We got the phenom, man. I told y'all, come on, we doing this for the culture. I'm giving y'all access to one of the best fighters in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all show him some love. He got the shirts, Appetite for Smoke. Appetite for Smoke. Make sure y'all get that. Let me read the super chat right here. Love loyalty over dinero. What's up with Kid Austin? He said you fool. Fight him and put him in the dirt. Yeah, loyalty. He just, you must have came late. We talk about Kid Austin. He said he won all that smoke. You know what I'm saying? He won all that smoke. Let me get 2 more. I got a lot of people in the chat, man. So excuse me, we can't get to y'all. We're gonna cook after Abdullah's gone. We're gonna get to the topics at hand for the day. Let me get 2-4.
Yo, my boy, appreciate you for bringing me up. What's up, Abdullah? How you feeling?
Everything.
All right. My first question is, when you step up to like the former world champion level, like what you think about Cambosis as the being the first challenge?
Man, that'd be nice. That'd be
That'd
real
be nice. All right, and the second one is, what weight class do you see yourself like actually like making your name in? Like, how long do you see yourself standing at 35? Is it like just grab a belt and defend it once or twice and then move up, or like undisputed?
I don't know. Right now, I'm comfortable. And I'm making a name at 135 right now, so I'm comfortable. I'll be here for a little while, and when I'm not, then I go to 140, and we just, we comfortable right now. We in our time, our reality. So we ain't, you know.
All right, for sure. And then my last question was, how many weight class do you see yourself like going through? Or like that's not something you'll be able to know yet.
Yeah, you don't know how much your body's gonna grow. That's
True.
nobody knows. So right now, I'm comfortable at 135. If I grow, I'll be comfortable. If I grow some more, I'll be comfortable. And so on.
All right, for sure. All right, nah, I appreciate you for bringing me up.
Yo,
Appreciate the
thanks,
time
man.
too, Abdullah.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming on.
All right, for
Appreciate
sure.
you. Yo, last one, man. Last one for Abdullah. Let me get Jay Munna. Jay Munna.
Yo,
Jay, what's
yo,
up, man?
what's that word, man?
What's going
All
on,
right.
man? You got a question for Abdullah?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, yo, Abdullah, you interested in a fight with Shakur Stevenson?
Whatever. I'll fight anybody.
Cause I seen there was a lot of controversy after his last fight with Artem, and you said that you would have got Artem out of there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I felt like, cause I see a lot of people at 135. I guess they're into making friends in the division. So I'm trying to see if you into making friends or you into fighting
Jay,
everybody.
you throwing a lot of subs in here, Jay. You've been throwing a lot of subs in these questions.
Frank fight too.
Yo, hold on. Say it again, Abdullah. It was cutting out.
I said friends can fight too, but the only people I won't fight is my brothers.
Facts. I respect that.
Young monster, the monster.
But that's all I had. That's all I had.
All right, Munna. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
All right, salute.
All right. Yo, Dilla, man, I appreciate you tapping in, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to do quarterly check-ins with you because you rising so fast. You fighting 5 or 6 times a year. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to make sure the people got the opportunity to really see you and hear from you because you're moving up real fast, bro.
So I appreciate you for having me on. You know, it's always good doing interviews with you. So we're going to come back on soon.
Nah, for sure. Listen, man, we're going to have to do the next one. You know, next year when we hit them 10 rounders, we're going to do another sit down. We're going to get right.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank y'all, everybody, for coming on, all the people who came on there. And make sure y'all grab y'all Appetite for Smoke t-shirts too at MasonBrothersBoxing.shop.
Hold on, let me put it up. What is it? MasonBrothersBoxing.shop?
Shop, yep.
All right, let me put this in the chat so y'all can hold up. Let me put it in the chat. Mason Brother, it's brothers though, right? Brothers. Hold on. Mason Brothers Boxing.shop. Yo, I'm gonna post my shirt too. I'm gonna post my shirt on IG as soon as I get off.
I'm gonna throw it up.
Yo, listen, man. Make sure y'all support my boy. Appetite for Smoke. Come on. It ain't a lot of people out here doing it like Young Abdullah. You know, Mullah. Young Abdullah, Mullah Mason. We're gonna have to get the name right though.
No, for sure. I appreciate you. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you, my boy. I'm gonna tap in with you.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, love. All right. Yo, listen, man. We just had Abdullah Mason, Phenom, the young Phenom, 20 years old. Yo, listen. Let's get to the topics. We got to get to the topics at hand. I'm gonna bring people up to come cook. Let me set the table real quick. I'm gonna set the table. What we talking about today? Well, first of all, I hope y'all enjoyed Abdullah Mason just now. You know what I'm saying? I just like to do little check-ins. You know what I'm saying? Before we get to the topics and the smoke, I like doing little check-ins. You know what I'm saying? You never know who's going to pull up. Right now, we got to talk as a boxing community. Y'all know the hottest fight that we want to see. The hottest fight in boxing that we want to see. Jerron Boots Ennis versus Brian Norman Jr. 147, unification. We need that. These boxing streets need that. And I want to know what y'all think about it. Because, all right, from this is my POV. We gotta keep it 100. We got to keep it 100. I'm looking at everything happening, right? And there's a couple things I got to say about it. The first thing being, negotiating does not equal ducking. We got to get that straight. Negotiation does not equal ducking. Because I see there's like sometimes like I feel like as boxing fans, like now there's like this theory that like, yo, if you don't take the first offer that he gave you, you ducking. Like if I say, yo, I want to fight you for $20 and you don't take that $20, that you ducking. No. You have the opportunity to negotiate. However, negotiations, you have to be able to know and understand the price range and value that you're worth. You have to understand the price range and the value that you are worth. Now, what I've seen today, the latest that I saw was Brian Norman Sr. today. It seemed like he was saying, I saw in the comments, I saw a screenshot of a comment, and somebody in the comments said, yo, or they said this to Eddie Hearn first. They said, yo, you offered 1.5 and he didn't take it. And Eddie Hearn said more. They offered Brian Norman Jr. more than 1.5 million to take the Boots fight. And they didn't take it. I don't know. That might be pricing yourself out. Because this is a unification fight. So I understand where they're saying, yo, we got a belt. You also got a belt. We got a belt too. And we deserve to get paid. And I agree with that. I agree with that. But the thing is, prices are not just determined by belts. It's determined by popularity and revenue generated. Revenue generated. Can you put asses in them seats? Boots in his last fight, he put 14,000 people in that Philly arena. I pulled up to that 76 arena. It was a lot of people in there. So I want to know what y'all think. Let's get the cooking on this first. Let's get the cooking. Is this a duck? Do y'all call this ducking by Team Norman? I just had Brian Norman Jr. on my channel last week. Salute to him. I respect the young brother. I want him to get paid and get his money. You know what I'm saying? I want that. But at the same time, we don't want this fight to fall apart. So I want to know right now. Pull up. I'm dropping the link in the chat. Link is in the chat. Do y'all feel like this is ducking? Is Team Norman ducking Team Boots? Jump in the chat right now. Link is in the chat. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Let me get Hefe to the stage. Let me get Hefe.
What's popping, my boy?
What's going on, brother? How are you, man?
I'm good. How you been, bro?
Man, everything is everything. Did you get a chance to see Abdullah?
Yeah, that's my boy, man. I'm happy you throwing shine on him.
Yeah. I gotta show love to the next ones up.
Facts, bro.
So, but tell me, listen, man, Brian Norman Jr. versus Boots Ennis. How do you feel about the negotiations?
I kind of think like he's pricing himself out because he's not. Boots sold out a Philly arena that hasn't been sold out since the Four Kings era. Boots is a way bigger household name than Brian Norman Jr. So you got to understand, this fight is only gonna make a certain amount of money. Like, the promoters got to eat. Eddie got to eat. He's not just gonna give you more than you worth and think he's gonna recoup it. Nah, everybody got to eat. You're gonna eat. You're gonna make way more money fighting Boots than you would get fighting anybody else. And if you think you could stop him and you could brawl with him, take the money, and your name is gonna go up if you beat him. But this is not a smart fight for him either. He got dropped by a jab.
What make you say that he's pricing himself out? Is it the amount of money? Is it like what's the part that's making you feel like it's a price out?
It's the amount of money. You just seen Eddie Hearn say he offered him more than 1.5 mil. If he offered him more than he ever made before, you're pricing yourself out. Come on, bro.
But so listen, what if, because they said his highest payday was around 150,000. That's what they were saying. So if you saying if they offered him 200,000, would you think that should he take that?
Nah, hell no. But you see, they offered them over $1.5 million. Come on, bro. He doesn't want this fight. He got dropped by a jab. Boots' jab is a power punch. Boots dropped niggas with his jab. He got dropped by Boca Chica. Come on, bro.
I think it was a right hand, though, not a jab. But do you think he's ducking?
Yeah.
Ooh, those are strong accusations, Hefe. You got to come on. Those are strong accusations. I had Norman on here last week. I think you was here when Norman was here.
Niggas can say whatever they want, bro, till the paperwork in front of them.
You're right about that. You're right about that. All right. Well, shit, yo, Hefe, I appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, gang.
All right. Yo, listen, man. Let me know what y'all think. Let me get TJ. TJ, what's popping?
Yo, what's up?
What's up, my brother?
What's up, Najee? Appreciate you having me up again, man.
Nah, thank you, man. I appreciate you pulling up. What you think about this whole thing, man? Boots and Brian Norman negotiations.
Yeah, so we was talking about it on the last stream when Brian came up last week. I seen the little athletic pay sheet come out earlier today where it did say like his highest payday was like $100K or $150K, something like that.
Yeah.
And we was talking about it, and I feel like if you truly, it's for any fighter, if you feel like you truly can beat somebody and you getting offered 10 to 15 times more your biggest payday in your career, you should take that if you feel like you're gonna win. If you don't, then to me that's just ducking, because you can't really say, same thing we talked about. You can't really say, oh, I have a belt, he has a belt. The manner in which you got the belt needs to be taken into account. Number one, you didn't win the belt, you was handed the belt. Number two, Boots' name is in conversation with Terence Crawford and 54-pounders, and they talking about Teofimo going up there to fight him, and Barrios fighting him. Brian Norman Jr. name isn't that big to be demanding what Eddie Hearn say is more than 1.5 million. So you should have just took that. If you would have beat him, then okay, now you become the new Boots. Now you can start demanding paydays, and I guarantee you, I ain't pocket watching Boots, but I guarantee you Boots not getting no $10-15 million. So I would have just took that. To me, it actually does make sense. The amount, if Eddie says more than 1.5, it actually does make sense. The fight is hot right now. It would have sold out wherever they did it because it's an intriguing fight. So I just look at it like, yeah, man, you ducking.
Okay. All right, when you say ducking, when because that's what I'm trying to understand. When y'all say duck, right? Like when fans of boxing be like somebody's ducking, are you trying to say that you think that they're avoiding the fight, like they're scared to take the fight?
I think it's not that they scared to fight somebody. I think that they just don't have enough like self-confidence to bet on themselves. Because boxing, Najee, I come from the music industry, right? So it's like if I go to a record.
You cutting out, TJ, you cutting out.
Album, I did 12 R&B songs. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, so if I go to a record label and I say I did these 12 songs, R&B songs, and the record label say, okay, and I say, all right, pay me $1 million to fund my next project. And they say, oh, well, how many followers do you have? And I say, I got 2,000 followers. They're gonna say, nah, bro, we're not giving you $1 million.
Yeah. You
have no leverage. You have no type of leverage. You have no pull. That's the same kind of situation right now. If you feel like you could beat somebody, or you were saying, man, I'm gonna have to go in there and stop them because I'm not gonna win. So I'm gonna go stop them. Okay, well then take the pay and go stop them then. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself to say, yo, this fight right here is 10 times more than I ever made. I'm gonna go beat him, take his belt, unify, and then I could call all the shots I want to.
Okay. I mean, I can't say I disagree with that, brother. I can't say I disagree with that.
Yes, it's not to say Brian is scared of Boots. I just think fighters don't have enough self-confidence to bet on themselves in this business that we call boxing. That's all.
All right, yo, TJ, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Appreciate you having me up again, Najee.
All right, later. Yo, listen, man. We talking Brian Norman Jr. and Boots right now. Salute to Miss Joette. Y'all got to figure out how y'all give that wrench, man. If anybody know how to do the wrench in there, let me know. Great interview, Najee, as always. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Miss Joe, I appreciate you. Salute to Miss Joette. Let me get Big Chop on the stage. Big Chop.
What it do, my nigga?
Chop, what's popping, man?
Man, what you
Talk to me,
on,
man.
man?
We talking boots. We talking boots and Brian Norman Jr.
Yeah, you talking about these ducking ass Normans?
Chop, don't do. Come on, Chop. Is that what
Come
you
on,
doing?
man. Yeah, you know them niggas ducks, man.
Hold up, but how you when you say duck, this is what I gotta ask you again. When you say duck, you trying to say that they scared to take the fight?
Yeah, they scared to take the fight.
Nah, Chop. See, I don't know. I had Brian Norman Jr. on the last episode. I think that was last week or Monday or Sunday, whatever. He ain't sound like he's scared to take the fight, Chop. He sounded like he want all smoke.
Hey, you know niggas be woofing. Like, niggas will woof all that shit over the internet. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, same shit niggas doing this shit. Like, niggas will argue back and forth, but, like, niggas don't really want to, you know what I mean, run into each other. Like, these niggas, they don't really want to fight. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas doing it, they clout chasing, trying to get their name up, you know what I'm saying? So they can ride the wave, you know what I'm saying? But these niggas really don't want to fight. They doing everything in their power not to make the fight.
Yo, Chop, you from Philly, so I'm thinking you might just be biased, bro, because you from Philly. You should say
No,
unbiased boxing, but you from Philly, Chop.
No, let's keep it above. I'm biased on like who will win the fight. But like in this situation about, I mean, like if they ducking or not, I'm not biased. We just gotta look at the facts though. Like them niggas got offered over 1.5 and never made over 200,000. It don't add up. You know what I'm saying? Like that go for anybody. Like if it was Boots in the same situation, vice versa. If Boots was doing this to Crawford and Boots trying to ask for 10 million to fight Crawford when he only made 2 million, it don't add up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you saying based on what his last or payday was, that you feel like that 1.5 or 2 million is just too much?
Yes, for sure. It's no way. It's not like Boots is making some extra money because he's fighting Brian Norman. Like Boots is probably making whatever he's making to fight whoever. You know what I'm saying? He's not making no extra money to fight Brian Norman, but Brian Norman is getting paid 10 times more than he ever been paid. Like,
Right.
when they got to pay you 20 times more than you ever been paid to fight Boots? If he was to not take the Boots fights and go fight somebody else, he won't make $1 million.
Well, they saying Brian Norman Jr. Pops is saying if they give an extra 500,000, we take the fights on. Let's go. Sign the contract.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas already outpricing yourself $1 million. So y'all niggas want to outprice yourself another extra 500,000. Because now y'all niggas got asking for some shit that can't. You know what I mean, y'all asking for the impossible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all asking for a nigga just give you this just cause. Like, not because this is what you deserve. Not because, like, you know what I'm saying? Nothing factual.
Hold on,
That's
Chop.
like
What about
me going to the line and saying, like, nigga, my hand only calls for a brick, but I'm saying, nigga, give me 10 joints. It don't, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, your hand don't call for that. Like, you can't move that shit. So it's like, nigga, what are you talking about?
Your Chop, that's a real street ass analogy, my nigga.
I'm just saying, that's just real shit. Like, I mean,
Nah, I get you. Hold on, but I'm saying this. What if they like, because I heard his pop say, well, he a champion and I'm a champion. What has he done that we haven't done?
Yeah, but I'm saying, yeah, that's not you don't get paid off of based on you being a champion. Because if it was like that, every champion would get paid the same amount of money. You know what I'm saying? It's like if Tank was to unify with a nigga, it's like, oh, I'm a champion and you a champion, so I should get paid the same amount that Tank is getting paid.
Well, not that Tank is getting paid, but you're supposed to have your highest payday if you fight.
Yeah,
Tank.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. He is having his highest payday.
Yeah.
He's having 10 times more than he's ever been paid. You know what I'm saying?
So you trying to say you think that they are using this as a tactic just to avoid Boots?
Yeah, just look at the facts. Like, if them niggas was to take the fight with Boots, they're going to lose, and most likely their career going to be over. Like, get dropped
Come
by
on,
Tank.
stop over for one loss to Boots.
Yeah, I feel they lose the boost, they're gonna get dropped by Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? And them niggas gonna be out here trying to rebuild. But if you just use Boot's name, right? Don't actually fight him, but just build your name off of him. Like you go fight another nigga and you'll be attached to Boots as long as Boots keep doing good. You know what I'm saying? As long as you never fight him, you'll always be attached to him. I seen Tevin Farmer do this with Tank. It's the same shit until you actually lose again and then niggas forget about you. You know what I'm saying? But you
I
can
feel like
ride
one
the
loss.
wave.
Hey, come on, you can't be writing the nigga off for one loss, Chop. Come on, don't do that.
No, I'm just saying you can ride your best bet is to ride the wave and not actually fight the guy, you know what I'm saying? And just use his name and try to, I mean, build your name up off of his, you know what I'm saying? And try to
I
take
would
it as
have to
far as you
disagree with
can.
you, Chop. I believed him when he came on my channel, and he ain't feel like he was scared though, Chop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but his actions is showing that he's scared. You know what I'm saying? Niggas can say anything. Oh, I mean, we done seen this in boxing a lot. Niggas can say anything until it's actually time to suit up. You know what I'm saying? Like you doing everything not to make the fight. It's like, all right, I'll come to Philly. I'll do this. I'll do that. Now you asking for an extra 500,000, or now you're saying, oh, make the fight somewhere else, and then we'll fight. Like, what's the difference, nigga? If you want to fight, it don't matter what a fight at. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
It's
you
not
can't
gonna
say that.
change
It's a
that.
difference, bro. It's a difference on where it happens because the hometown cooking happens every day in boxing. We know that, Chop. Don't
I
do that.
understand that, but I'm saying like if you really want to fight, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying like we don't get to choose the venue. I mean, the promoter is gonna put the fight at where is the best place for him to recoup his money. You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah.
not just gonna put it anywhere. Just put it. I'll just put the fuck it. If niggas could recoup in wherever Brian Norman Jr. from, Atlanta, niggas they will put the fight there. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. So
The
you feel
reason why
like
niggas yeah,
do you
go
feel
ahead.
like the fight gonna happen? Do you feel like the fight is happening?
No, I chose from the gun bust. I never thought it was gonna happen. I thought the niggas was just clout chasing. I hope that it would happen, but I felt as though like it wouldn't happen because these niggas don't really want to fight.
That's kind of crazy, Chop. I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of crazy. This take that he ducking, Chop. I don't
He
feel like
don't
he
want
was
to fight.
ducking.
I tell you, watch, it's not gonna happen.
They might be
Or
just being. They might be just being a little greedy with the money. I don't know if they ducking though.
yo, they're ducking. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to outprice themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't deserve what they asking for.
Damn.
But it's like, all right, let's ask for something. You know what I'm saying? Let's ask for this. Like how many offers they done had? Oh, first it was, oh, we only need a little bit more. Now you get a little bit more. Now you need a little bit more. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's
yeah.
right. I
But
need
that's how
a, I mean,
negotiations work, though, Chop. You supposed to, you know what I'm saying? You try to get as much as you can on the table. They say,
I,
you
under-
know, it's not how much you don't get paid your worth, you get paid what you negotiate.
I understand that, but you can also outprice yourself in negotiations. Like, all right, to the point where though you hoping they say no. You know what I'm saying? You hoping they say no so you can say, you know what I mean? All right, because you really didn't want to fight it.
Damn. All right. We'll see your Chop. I appreciate you pulling up, bro.
All right, bet. Salute, my nigga. Yeah.
Salute. Salute. Damn, Big Chop over here saying niggas is ducking, man. What y'all think, man? Let me know. Yo, TC1, let me get TC1.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yo, I hear you, man. What's popping, bro?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm disappointed, man. I
And
ain't gonna
who?
lie.
And who?
I'm disappointed. I told you, I feel like somebody lying, but I feel like I'm disappointed in Norman. He supposed to fight, bro. Like I ain't know he made 150,000. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't like you gotta come on, bro. Like ain't he talking like all this crazy? Like if they wasn't talking crazy, his father keep saying I'm a real nigga. I do real things. He keep talking crazy. Like the other person said a little bit more. Like come on, bro. Like it's crazy, bro. Cause
So
like
you
that
feel
was
like
the
he should
fight, bro.
have just
That's
took the
the
fight?
fight, bro. Say it again.
I said you feel like he should have just took the fight already, like without negotiating?
No. I feel like at the one, like at this, like 1.75, like yeah, because he can get some money, or tell Top Rank put some money up, or he gonna get some money back on the pay per view,
Not, but
or
it's I don't think
or
that's a
come with a better
fight
counter
though.
offer. They
I don't
can
think
fight in
that's a
Atlanta and
pay-per-view
get
fight.
paid. They can fight in Atlanta and get paid.
I don't think that's a pay-per-view fight though.
They gotta be on pay per view. If they fight, especially if they fight in Philly, it's gonna be on pay-per-view.
I don't think so. I don't know if that's a pay-per-view fight. I don't know if Boots is ready for pay-per-view yet.
If it ain't gonna be pay-per-view, then he definitely not gonna make no bread then. So he definitely should be taking the bread.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think right now, I think that's why you wouldn't be able to get to that number because it's not gonna be pay-per-view, right? Like you trying to recoup most of that money from live gate concessions, you know what I'm saying? All of that type of stuff. I don't think that's a pay-per-view fight.
You gotta take that bread because he not be able to. It's enough for you to really can negotiate on the back end. Then.
Hold on. So, what number do you think is not ducking? If 1.5 is ducking to you, what number is not ducking?
Like, I think if the most he should, I think he's trying to get like 2. I think he's trying to profit $1 million after the sanction and tax. So I think he's trying like not ducking. He should. I think he should. He should like what? That's a number. That's a good number. 1.5, like or 2.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're trying to get to right now. They're trying to get to. Eddie Hearn said they offered him more than 1.5 and they turned it down.
Which one you? What's the number you think?
I think to me, I feel like 1.5 is a good number. I would have took that. 1.5, I'm taking that.
I'm only saying that because he made 150. Like that's a whole like
1.5 is that's
10
times.
And he talking like he can beat him.
Yeah.
He talking like he can beat him. If you say he don't like, I think Brian Norman to fight right now. I think it's more so like the managers and stuff, like the business. How it always be. Well,
like
that's always getting away.
I feel like he's scared or nothing like that. I don't get that feeling.
But that's a good fight though. That's like a good, exciting fight. People want to see.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, but he's looking like Southpaw right now. Like,
Southpaw TV. Greg Hackett versus Southpaw TV. Yo, TC, I'm putting that fight on. We I'm in the process of setting shit up right now.
Oh shit! So I bet I ain't. That was gonna be my last question for it. Cause I wanted. Yeah. What's going?
I just so basically it's looking like it's gonna go down in Vegas. I'm still working on the date. I'm working on the date and all that, but I'm gonna put together like a real card. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the headline: Southpaw TV versus Greg Hackett.
I ain't gonna lie. That's
put
dope,
on the actual.
I probably like if it's gonna be in Vegas. Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm trying to do it in Vegas during Tank Fight Week. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? Anybody who gonna pull up the Tank shit, stop through. I'm setting it up right now.
Oh shit, that's a bet. All right, man. Appreciate you letting me up, man.
All right, TC. Let me get Bud gonna stop Canelo.
Yo, what up, Naj?
Yo, bro, I don't even be wanting to bring you up with that Avi, man. Come on, man. How many times I tell you that, man?
I'm gonna tell you this soon, man. Just because you one of the homies, man. But yeah, salute for you bringing me on, man. Much respect. And good looking out on that Greg and Southpaw. I'm from Chicago, but I'm riding with Greg on this one, and I feel like that's gonna do a lot of numbers. That's gonna be great for boxing and YouTube, bro.
Yeah, I think so too. You gonna buy the? I'm trying to make it. It's not gonna be pay-per-view, but I'm like you got to pay to watch the whole card. You paying for that?
Yeah, I'll pay pay-per-view, bro. I'm paying whatever it is for sure. I'm paying. Hell yeah.
Okay.
But
all right. What you think about this whole thing, Boots Brian Norman Jr.?
Well, from the beginning, like Eddie was being real kind of slick. Like I don't think he wanted Boots to have that challenge personally. You know what I'm saying? At first, so he telling him something that wasn't true. But everybody found out what was going on. Both sides knew. And we was talking on Greg Hackett earlier if the 1.5 was real or not. I was like, I needed to know if it was a real offer or not. But seeing that it is a real offer, that's a pretty good number. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a number worth taking compared to what he was making. However, at the same time, like, you can't really take people from Philly and Boots fans, like, they're going to be biased. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you're all saying Brian Norman, if he can win, take the fight. But to me, that's a good number. But if 500,000 is what they ask, 500,000 more, to me, why not give it to him? Because you're going to wait, or he got to do something to get bigger. When he comes back as bigger or with another belt, he going to demand even more. So why not give it to him now if you feel like you can win. And if your goal is to be undisputed, get undisputed. He's standing in your way. Go on, give him the 500 extra thousand, 2 million. You know they're gonna take half anyway, so they just trying to get $1 million, which is cool.
Yeah.
You
But
want
he's
that
saying
belt?
Eddie trying to say is like, yo, we already upped the price a few times, and y'all keep going and upping it even more.
Yeah, I get that, but I feel like they should be, if they can't work it out, if it's 500,000 more that they asking for, to me, they should give it to him. If Boots, because Boots need that belt. If you want it, his goal is undisputed. So you need that belt. So if he come back even later, who's to say they're not gonna ask for more? Which if they go do something else, they gonna probably want more. So I said get it out the way. 1.5 is good, but if 500,000 is the difference, I say they should give it to him. Especially if Boots feel like he can win and all his fans feel like it. It's the same difference. If you're gonna win, give him that, get your belt. You one step closer to undisputed, because that's your main goal. So why would you not give it to them? You know what I'm saying? Of course, they want to get the most money they can get. They kind of reaching a little bit, but he is fighting in your city and everything. So you got the advantage there. Give him that money, bro, if you're going to win, because you need that belt regardless. So give it to
So
him
you don't
now.
feel like he's pricing himself out? Because they were saying, a couple people on here said that they think he's pricing himself out.
I mean, they saying that as to say, oh, he don't really want to fight. I think he wants to fight. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they trying to get as much as they can get. You know what I'm saying? But if they don't want to go higher than that, then he should take the fight. Just go and take it. So there's no reason this fight shouldn't get made. On Brian Norman, if they're not gonna give him more, just take the 1.5. But if they're not coming off the 1.5 and you really want that belt and y'all need it, give them the extra 5. You know, this fight should definitely happen, bro. So it's like it's 50-50 both ways. And I feel like Boots, he's the fighter. So he could tell Eddie, just, make this fight no matter what. And Eddie gonna do it, bro. You know, he got the Turk behind him and everything. So it ain't that hard, man. Give him that little money, get that belt, and you're gonna be one step closer to undisputed. Now you a unified champion. You beat the other best opponent at 147. I don't think anybody else is harder than Brian Norman at this point at 147. So pay him, and you can pay everybody else less. You know what I'm saying? Because you would be unified then. So you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at that take. I like it's a different take than other people. I'm not mad at that, man. I appreciate you pulling up, brother.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thanks for getting me on, man. I appreciate it, bro.
All right, for sure. Yo, I appreciate you. Yo, what's your name, bro?
You talk Jay. They call me Crazy K too, bro.
Crazy K. All right.
Yeah.
Yo, change that Abby next time you come up here, man. Stop disrespecting my boy Errol, man.
All right, bro. But look, don't let that Greg Hackett and Southpaw fight go, man. Make that happen, bro. I know probably Southpaw holding it up a little bit, but make that happen.
You know what? Surprisingly, it seemed like both of them won it. We just really trying to, like I said, I ain't want to do it that day. Everything went down. I just ain't want to do it in Chicago, and some street shit happened, and I just don't want to be a part of that. So I said, yo, let's make this a real event. Let's make this a real thing. Like we making it a whole card. I'm trying to do it Vegas, Tank Fight Week in Vegas. That's what I'm aiming for right now.
Yeah, that's a great idea, man, for sure. I wish you luck on that, man. I'm definitely gonna tune in. I'm gonna get other people out to watch that too. So,
yo, please, man, we trying to make something new for the community right here, babe.
Yeah, make that happen. That's gonna be big for all y'all on YouTube. You doing it the best though, bro. If boxing ain't stopping by your channel, then there ain't no real boxer, bro. Cause this is where it's at, for real.
Nah, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Peace.
All right. Yo, let me get Blunt. I'm gonna get Blunt up real quick, and then we gonna move to the next topic. The next topic, I want to talk about the next topic. The next topic is Terence Crawford's legacy. I put up a tweet. You know, Blunt. I'm about to bring you up, Blunt. But I put up a tweet. Let me see if I can actually bring it up. The tweet that I put up. And it went kind of crazy. Y'all know my Twitter be jumping, man. If you ain't following me on Twitter, come on, man. At Najee Chill. Naji Chill. You know what I'm saying? My Twitter be jumping. And I put up this tweet right here. Let me share my screen so y'all can see it. Let me go to the share screen. Hold up. Share screen. Window. All right. Yo, y'all see this tweet right here? Y'all see the tweet? I said, you see Terence Crawford put up something on IG. Terence Crawford put something up on IG where he said, I really just want to show the world how great I am. And I said, Bud Crawford is a great fighter, no doubt. If he wants to enter the upper echelon of greatness conversations with guys like Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Floyd, Muhammad Ali, Chavez, all he got to do is stop chasing Canelo and fight Boots. And the tweet went crazy. It went crazy. Like everybody was talking about it. You know, I got a lot of hate. I got a lot of love. I want to talk about that. It sparked the conversation. Where is Terence Crawford's legacy at right now? If Terence Crawford hangs it up tomorrow, is he at that table? Is he at the 1% table? The Sugar Ray Robinson table? Is he at the Floyd Mayweather table? I want to know. That's the next topic. We talking Terence Crawford. Let me get Blunt to the stage. Blunt, what's popping?
Hey, what's up, Cigar? You can hear me?
Yo, I hear you, brother. What's going on?
What's up, man? What's up, man? I just want to get my thoughts on it a little bit and my intake on it. So I've been following boxing for years, and I follow the Ace Money channel. You know, Ace Money, that's my dog. I'll be watching all the boxing videos. Yeah, Ace Money, salute Ace Money. You know, and I've been watching all this back and forth with Brian Norman Jr. and his daddy and Jaleel Hackett and just with everybody. And I'm looking at the interview with Jaleel Hackett and Mill City and Brian Norman Jr. dad and all of them. All of them was on the little podcast together. And Jaleel Hackett dad said, you know what, man, we willing to take the shorter end of the stick just to get the bigger end. We're willing to take 500,000 just to get to the million. Once we get that 500,000 and whip your ass, we can negotiate whatever we want to negotiate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting fed off of that. And then off how they speaking. They not saying, oh man, you know what? We gotta be 100%. Javon Ennis is a tough fight. We gotta, you know, they making it seem like they just finna go in there and just be easy. Like Javon Ennis ain't got no power. You can clearly
who's they? You saying they as the Normans is they?
The Normans. You know, Brian Norman Jr. and his dad, mainly his dad, making it seem like Javon Ennis ain't got no power when he talk about who did he fight. He fought more than just David Ebenezer. He fought Sergio Olympians. He fought Thomas Delorme, a dude that Terence Crawford fought, a dude that Mikey Garcia fought. He fought guys that former champions fought before. Brian Norman Jr. ain't done that. Brian Ennis got a resume. He even fought some more guys, if you could even go deep into his resume, Steve Forbes. The people that Javon Ennis fought, one of them beat Steve Forbes. So it just goes back. You know, Javon Ennis' name speaks highly. And like they were saying earlier, they putting him in talks with Terence Crawford. You ain't hearing nobody putting Brian Norman Jr. in the talks with Terence Crawford. You know, Brian Norman Jr. had one high-profile fight that he barely won. They talking about his Brian Norman Jr. daddy talking about, Ennis throw too many punches and hit too many people too many times for them to still be right there. Well, when I watched Brian Norman Jr. last fight, he was against the ropes on the dits and dives, all them punches. He was getting touched up just as much. He got lucky and threw a uppercut and it landed. He been throwing it a few times. He got a right hand off, and that right hand started it. I mean, that left hand started, and then he got that.
I can't say lucky. He threw that uppercut a few times. We can't say that was lucky.
Well, we ain't gonna say, you know, but that uppercut was the lead to him getting a victory. If you know, from him standing up, that wasn't no easy fight. He was in there trying to figure it out. You know, Javon Ennis, he's comfortable with how he fights. You know, but I'm just basically saying, and what really got me on is I didn't know the numbers. When I'm hearing everybody talk about he got offered 1.5 million, for us, what I heard, he got 190,000 his last fight. So if you got 100, if you didn't get over 200,000 your last fight with your last opponent, but you getting offered 1.5 million, you getting an extra $1 million. That should be lovely to give a brother opportunity, to give Javon Ennis opportunity when he getting talks in Terence Crawford. He didn't fought Thomas Delorme and Sergio Olympians. You knock Javon Ennis off, if he's so easy, you knock him off, you know what your names, the negotiations you're gonna be getting talked in. from the people. It
So,
ain't
so
just.
Blunt, you feel like they pricing themselves out? You trying to say?
I feel like they pricing themselves out. I feel like they pricing themselves out because Juwan Ennis got more than David Ebenezer. He got about four. He got 4 fighters that's you can say that's credible. That done fought world champions. His opponents that he fighting didn't fought world champions. And David Ebenezer was giving Terence Crawford a tough fight, and he went in there and took. I feel like.
Hey, I wouldn't say he gave Crawford no tough fight though, man. Come on.
But I was okay. Well, he didn't give him a tough fight, but he took the shots way weller than what Terence Crawford. I think Juwan Ennis can take a better shot than Terence Crawford. If you ask me, we seen Crawford get noodle leg by a couple fighters. We seen Brian Norman get dropped. You ain't never ever got no footage, no proof, or nothing of Juwan Ennis getting dropped, getting wobbled, getting stumbled, getting hurt. Nothing.
But the opponents is better though. Terence Crawford has had better opponents, so you know we got to see the level of opposition though too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, that's fact.
To be honest, right? Like the times I seen Terence Crawford get hurt, he got hurt against Gamboa. You know, Gamboa hurt him, gave him the stanky leg. You know what I'm saying? And you know, at that time, Gamboa was undefeated. Gamboa was an undefeated champion at that time, so that was a really good win. And what about he got hurt against the Mean Machine too? He got hurt against the Mean Machine as well. So yeah, you're right. I mean, we did see Bud get hurt, but I just feel like the opposition is a little different though.
But you see how when Terence Crawford fought David Ebenezer able to jump right back into a fight with a Jerron Ennis. After Jerron Ennis got done with Ebenezer, you heard about him getting hit. You heard what you hear about David Ebenezer? He got a jaw broke. All this happened. All Jerron Ennis opponents have stuff happen. What happened to Sergio Olympics? What happened to Thomas DeLorme? What happened to, you know what I'm saying, to Jerron Ennis is making his opponents, they not coming back. We didn't hear nothing about David Ebenezer's jaw being broke with Terence Crawford, but you heard it with Jerron Ennis. So they talk about that power now, where that power was real. You hear about Jerron Ennis in Bones in the gym with his dad fighting light heavyweights and hurting him. You know, it's even a guy, it's even an actual heavyweight guy. I forget his name. He used to be on Washington Sports Media about a year ago, some months ago. Brown, I forget his name. But he's a heavyweight. And he's been in Boji Gym. And he's a heavyweight. He said when he sparred Juwan Ennis hurts him. And he's a heavyweight. I forget his name though. Big tall guy. He ain't really had a lot of popular high profile fights, but he's a heavyweight. We don't hear about that about Brian Norman Jr. So I'm just saying, like, we got to go off what's the, you know, we can't speculate. We got to go off the facts, you know, and like everybody been saying, like Juwan Ennis is you know, it's just crazy with the way they talk about he ain't got no power. If he ain't got no power and he's a Mikey Garcia, L. Spence easy win like that, go on and take that 1.5 million. I wasn't gonna say nothing if it was under $1 million, because fighters do need to get, but 1.5. And you didn't even get over even 500,000. Even if you got 500,000 your last fight, and you getting off with 1.5, that's still $1 million more.
Yeah, like, I mean, listen, I agree with you. I definitely think just as far as money, I feel like they covered as far as money. I think 1.5 or even over that feels to me like that's a fair deal, that they should be taking that deal. So I agree with you there. But I can't say, like, you know, I don't know. I can't, if we comparing the resumes from Boots to Crawford, I definitely can't. I can't agree with that. You know
not that. What I'm saying is can you compare Brian Norman Jr. resume to Boots' resume? Who got a better resume?
I would say Boots' resume is better.
Facts. And Boots, besides David Ebenezer, Boots got.
Boy, Santillan's a good win, bro. Santillan beat Alexis Rocha when Alexis Rocha was looking like, you know what I'm saying? Alexis Rocha was looking like a dog out there.
No, I give Brian Norman Jr. credit for that. I watched Santillan fight. He a dog. I watched him fight. I'm like, when I seen him beat Rocha and I seen this highlight, I follow boxing all my life. I said, ooh, this dude gonna be he gonna be a tough fight for them top dogs in the division, them top 5. I knew I give Brian Norman all the credit. I'm gonna be honest.
Because remember, he stopped Alexis Rocha too. He ain't just beat him, he stopped him. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm you know, I didn't even give Brian Norman Jr. a chance with Boots Ennis until after that fight. After that fight, I said, you know what? I gave him a chance, but I don't see, you know, I'm not just looking at just that fight either. They say you just get into your last fight, but look at his sparring sessions. He sparred Quentin Albright. That dude he sparred. If you watch when he sparred Quentin Albright, the beginning of them sparring sessions, Brian Norman Jr. didn't know what the fuck he was doing. I watched that whole 15-minute sparring session. He was getting touched up, falling on the floor. He even got dropped in there. He falling on the floor, moving his boots. Quentin Albright, I tell you, when you spar, he sparred both. He said, when I sparred Jerron Boots Ennis, I had to think in there. I have to really think in there. I didn't have to think in there with Brian Norman Jr. I was out of shape for 6 months, wasn't training, partying, having sex, and Brian Norman Jr. was getting ready for a fight, and he still couldn't do nothing with me. So you got to go off that. So I'm just saying, and I watched the sparring session, so I'm giving. So, but yeah, that's my take. That's all I really got to say. But I just don't. That's that. You know.
Yo, Blunt, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Cigar, man. You good one. Salute to you.
Salute, brother. All right. Yo, listen, man. Let's go again. Let me put this back on the screen. Next topic. Let me share my screen. Next topic. Let's get back. Boom. I tweeted this on Twitter and went crazy. The tweet got like 300,000. You know what I'm saying? My shit was blowing up. My Twitter be blowing up. Make sure you follow me at Najee Chill. I said, Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford was on there. He Instagram on his stories. I really just want to show the world how great I am. Y'all know what he talking about. He want that Canelo fight. He want to fight Canelo. I said, Bud Crawford is a great fighter, no doubt. If he wants to enter the upper echelon of greatness conversations with guys like Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Floyd, Muhammad Ali, Jesus Chavez, all he got to do is stop chasing Canelo and fight and beat Boots. That's all he got to do, in my opinion. And I want to know what y'all think about that. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you my reasoning, and then I'm going to open up the chat again. I feel like Bud is in a space right now where obviously he want to get paid, right? And I respect that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I've been a Bud fan since I watched him versus Bradis Prescott. This is after Prescott beat Amir Khan, right? That was Amir Khan's first loss. Bradis Prescott, heavy-handed power puncher. I think that was 2013. That was the first time I saw Bud Crawford, and I became a fan. So I've been rocking with Bud for a minute. I think that Bud has got to a point where he had to take the long route. Bud had to take the stairs up. He didn't get the chance to take the elevator. Some people get to take the elevator, and some people got to take the steps. Bud took them steps. But with that, Bud ain't start really getting his paper until Errol Spence. That's the first time I seen Bud really, Bud popping out with silk shirts now, and he got chains on. You feel me? I feel like Bud just started really getting to the paper recently. So I understand him trying to fight Canelo. I understand it. But now there's a couple things to my argument. One, Canelo Alvarez has already stated before. He said, me fighting Crawford, what does that do for me? If I beat him, I beat the smaller guy. Everyone's going to say that doesn't mean nothing. You're supposed to beat him. And then if you lose, I guess you lose into the smaller guy. So it's a risky fight for Canelo. And I don't know if he's going to take the fight. So one is, if he can get the Canelo fight, then he should take the Canelo fight. However, the shit that I don't like about boxing is when you the OG, you the old guy, you know what I'm saying? You the OG on the way out, that's a legend. Bud Crawford is a legend. But we talking about in that conversation, the top 1%ers of this boxing culture that we love. There's a certain table. We talking about the table. Are you sitting at that 1% table? Have Bud Crawford did enough to sit at that 1% table? I don't think so. Not yet. Do I think he got the skills of the 1% table? Yes. But has his resume matched up to the resume of those guys? I can't say yes. And I say that because them guys that we mentioned, Muhammad Ali is in that conversation because of who he beat. It's not just about undisputed. Like people just, I feel like now is the era of undisputed, right? Everybody like, yo, we got undisputed. So, you know that, And I'm not knocking it. I think belts still do matter. I'm not knocking undisputed. But you know what's more accomplished than undisputed? You know what's more on your legacy? Who did you beat? Who did you beat? Muhammad Ali, we didn't say Ali was great because he got belts and da-da-da-da. He beat George Foreman, the guy he wasn't supposed to beat. He beat Sonny Liston, the guy he wasn't supposed to beat. He beat Joe Frazier. Matter of fact, he came back. He beat him twice. He lost to Joe Frazier, came back and beat him twice. He beat Kenny Norton. Ali beat the guys that we wasn't sure you could beat him. And that's to me what makes, when we having that argument who's sitting at that table, that 1% legacy table. It's them guys who took on the fights of the fighters that we not sure how it's going to play out. Sugar Ray Leonard. Was Sugar Ray Leonard undisputed? Not to my knowledge. When we talk about Sugar Ray Leonard being a great, why do we say he's great? We say he's great because he beat Roberto Duran. He came back and whooped him and no-mossed him. He lost the first one and came back and whooped him. We saw what he did to Marvelous Marv Hagler, Tommy Hearns, the guys that are the top of the top. He fought them and beat them. Bud Crawford. The reason I'm saying Boots is, there's something special when an OG can take on the young, hungry lion that we all know is going to be pound for pound and show him you're not ready at this level yet. That's when you one of them guys. I don't care about, I'm not sitting here talking about, oh, Boots ain't got a belt. Boots is the IBF champion. Boots has been getting ducked. Let's be honest. I'm not saying by Bud. There's a lot of people at 147 that's been ducking Boots. So I'm not sitting here talking about Boots would be a champion if he got these fights. We're not sitting here just talking about belts and this. We talking about the quality of opposition. That's what we talking about. And let's compare it like this. Before I open the chat. Sumar, Boots got handed the IBF. He did. But he hasn't been able to get the fights to challenge the guy. The undisputed guy hasn't fought him. He could have fought against Terence Crawford for that belt. But now, let me finish this last point. And then I'm going to open up the chat. I want to know what y'all think. We talking Bud Crawford's legacy. He's a great fighter. Bud Crawford, be clear. This is no disrespect to Bud. It's one of my favorite fighters. Bud Crawford is a great fighter. But we talking about the 1%. Is Bud Crawford in that 1%? Now, let me say this last point. Terence Crawford wants to fight Canelo Alvarez, right? Nothing wrong with that. The brother wants to get paid. I don't blame him. It's about that bag. I'm from Queens. Y'all know me. Queens get the money. I don't blame him for going out to get that money. I don't blame him. But you remember this. The great Floyd Mayweather. TBE. Y'all remember when he fought Canelo. Canelo was the baddest boy on the block. It wasn't just by Canelo at that point. He had a couple fights. I would say his resume was a little better than Boots at the time, but his resume wasn't crazy. He beat an older Shane Mosley. He beat up Kermit Cintron. You know what I'm saying? But Canelo's resume wasn't crazy yet at that time. It wasn't. But Floyd took on the guy that was the young, hungry lion. The guy that everybody said, yo, he's bigger than you. Floyd, we don't know if you could beat Canelo. Canelo is the young, hungry champion. He's knocking everybody out. He hits hard. Floyd, we not sure if you could beat this guy. And we saw what Floyd did. And to me, those are the greatness points that when we talk about the upper echelon 1%ers, the 1%ers, the elite of the elite, the top of the top, you taking on them young, hungry champions that are threats in your division. Those guys that are threats in your division. And Floyd showed that it's levels. It's levels to this shit. You're not on my level. You great, you good, but you're not on my level. You're not that real. Y'all know Hov. Y'all heard what Jay-Z said. He's all right, but he's not real. And that's what Floyd showed. And to me, I need to see Bud Crawford show that for me to say he's in that conversation with them guys. He's already a great. But we talking about the level of, we talking about Mount Olympus. So listen, man, let me know what y'all think about that. Terence Crawford's resume, Terence Crawford's legacy. And I'm not, again, be clear, Terence Crawford got a good resume. Anyone that want to try to sit here and downplay his resume and say he don't got nothing on his resume, you're capping. Remember, like I said, Terence Crawford fought Brentis Prescott when he was the guy. Terence Crawford was the underdog. That was a great fight. Terence Crawford's 140 run, it was decent. It was decent. That's not his fault. He beat the available opponents, but it wasn't nobody crazy at 140 at that time. I give him credit for Victor Postol. Victor Postol whooped on Matisse, and he fought him right after that. He beat Victor Postol in a good win. But what are we talking about? Thomas Delorme? What are we talking about? Are we talking about Julius Ndongo? What are we talking about? Yeah, King Sony, you wasn't there. Bradis Prescott at that time, you wasn't there. You looking at it in hindsight. At the time, Bradis Prescott was one of them guys. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do hindsight. So let me drop the link in the chat, man. Come up and cook with me, man. I want to know what y'all think. Terence Crawford legacy. Am I off base? Do y'all think Terence Crawford is in there with the Sugars? Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Chavez? Link is in the chat. Link is in the chat. That's going to show me. If he go and fight Boots and show me that Boots ain't on his level, it ain't even close, then we having a different conversation about Bud. We having a different conversation about Bud Crawford. It got to be a different conversation at that point. It got to be. Quality opposition. And the fight, yeah, the fight is at 54. Bud is the A side. Ain't no negotiating. You come in at 54. Let me hear it. What you think? Pull up, pull up. Let me get Trey 1K.
What's up, Najee, man? You can hear me?
Yo, Trey, I hear you loud and clear. What's up, brother?
What's up, man? I agree with what you said. I agree fully what you said about Terence Crawford. I feel like he's a great fighter. He's accomplished, but he's not with the 1%. He's not with the Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard, strictly because, like you said, Floyd was 37, 36 when he fought Canelo Alvarez. And he's doing the one thing I've never liked about Terence Crawford, even though he's amazing, I feel like he's hypocritical. He's doing exactly to Boots what he said he didn't respect about Arrow and Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia, that when they said, oh, well, his resume isn't that good, he doesn't sell that much, we might as well fight each other and make the most money. He said they were ducking. He said they were afraid of him, X, Y, Z, and he didn't like that. So why do that to Boots? And not just, you fight Boots, you beat Boots. Maybe you entice Canelo to say, all right, this is gonna make some money.
Yeah, that's a good point. I like that. I totally agree with you. Tim Bradley jumped on my channel and he said the same thing. He said he felt like, that's what they was doing to you. How you gonna do that to Boots? So I totally agree with you there. And again, I don't think any of this, I can't necessarily say is Bud's fault. Like I never felt like Bud is duck no smoke.
Mm-hmm.
I never felt like Bud has been scared to fight them challenges. There was a time because of him being on Top Rank, he wasn't able to get them fighters at PBC. And that was the time when, all of them fight at 147 was damn near PBC.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's, when I'm looking at the resume, I think it's a good resume. I just don't know if I can say that it's on the level of them guys that we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. I agree 100%.
Okay. Yo, Trey, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man.
I appreciate you, man. Before I go, Najee, man, you like my reply on Twitter? I told you I want to get on that Southpaw Greg card, man. I'm a young amateur fighter myself. Two nationals and one Sugarbird title, man. I'm a bad motherfucker, man. So whoever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What weight you fight at?
I can do right now between. I seen Artman the Great said he wanted to do 160, and another guy said 200. I could do either or. To be honest, you said November you want to do it for the tank weekend. Yeah. I'm with all the smoke. I'm smoking whoever.
All right, bet. What's your handle on Twitter?
The letter A, Trey 1K.
A Trey 1K. All right, bet. I'm gonna look out for you, brother. Appreciate you.
All right, man. I got you.
All right. Yeah, they saying they feel like it's disrespectful to Bud. How? Come up and let me know. How? Pull up. I want to know how. How's that? How am I disrespecting Bud? I'm a Terence Crawford fan. Let me know how. Let me get XL. XL, what's popping? Yo, XL. Yo, XL, you on? You hear me? Oh, we missed him. Let me get Zay.
Yo, Najee.
What's popping?
What's going on, big bro?
How you living, man?
Good, man. I was the one the other day that said the shit on Twitter when we was talking about Bud and Canelo. And I was telling you, I feel like it's just more for his legacy if he fight Canelo just off the simple fact, just the name. Like, yeah, Boots got the name. I understand the Hungry Lion. I understand Boots is probably would be a better prospect. We look at, Canelo, we don't really look. We looking down on him right now because of Benavidez and shit. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It don't hit the same right now. But it's still Canelo. So, but and like you said, like you gave me the argument on Twitter, you said, well, like just like how the Floyd age on the Canelo win versus Floyd age like fine wine. So it's like I get that, you know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to come on here and say, man, I really appreciate you. Fuck with the show and keep doing your thing, brother.
Yo, Zay, I appreciate you tapping in, brother. Thank you, man, for real. All right, let me bring up Chop again. Yo, Chop, what you think, Chop? Is Chop here? Big Chop. Nigga, Chop ain't even here. Still in the panel. All right, let me get 2-4.
Yo,
what you think, man? Bud Crawford, legacy.
I was gonna say, I get what you said that he ain't got the people on his resume, but you gotta think like Manny Pacquiao, Benny Garcia, Keith Thurman, people like that didn't want to fight him. So just imagine if they was on his resume, it'll probably be a different conversation right now.
Absolutely. Now I agree with that because that's why I prefaced it by saying I think from a skill set standpoint, he got enough skills in his fight game is enough to me that we talking like I feel like he's in that conversation, but we gotta see it against them names. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's what I feel like placed all them guys in that conversation was they beat the fighters that we wasn't sure was gonna happen. I would say the only times I saw that from Bud was Bradis Prescott and Errol Spence Jr. Those was the only two fights where it was like, to me, we wasn't sure of the outcome.
Yeah, I see that too. But like them back in the day, everybody wanted to fight each other. So it wasn't like no ducking or no like, oh no, I'm not fighting him. I'm not getting paid enough or like none of that. So like that's the way I'm kind of looking at it.
Nah, that makes sense. I agree with you that if he would have got all of these fights, maybe it would be a different story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I definitely still think that like when Bud retired, Like he's still gonna be in that top 1%.
You think he's in that
Especially if he go undisputed at 154. Like I just heard that Fundora got ordered. If once he
Yeah.
beat him, and then if Tim Tszyu get that IBF belt, and then he beat Tim Tszyu, like that's enough right there. He can retire right there.
But I
Without the
feel like,
Canelo
see, that's
fight.
the thing is, I feel like we be placing so much weight now on undisputed more than who was the people that you beat. Because again, and this is, I'm not saying this to disrespect Bud or Fundora, but it's like, is Fundora a better win than beating Boots?
I wouldn't say it is, but that's the champ in the division he in currently. So that's the way I'm looking at it. When you say who they is, they beat the champs in the division at the time. That's who they beat. Like they beat the only opponents possible, basically.
I agree with that. But, sometimes there's times in the division where, it just might not be, the division's not that stacked like that. Like, I feel like that about Bud's 140 win. I feel like a lot of those belt holders at the time, they wasn't really guys that was on the level. And that's not Bud's fault. Bud came in there and did his job. I ain't blaming him for that. I'm just kind of saying what it is, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I respect his resume. I ain't knocking Bud's resume. Be clear when I say this.
Yeah, I heard you say that. It's
only a comparison. It's a comparison to the top guys. It's not in general. I ain't disrespecting Bud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know that. I was just saying, like, using your comparison that, like, back in the day, all of them wanted to fight each other. That's like the current problem right now with Brian Norman Jr. and Boots. Like, it's the money issue. If it was back in the day, they would have already got it over with the first offer sent. Like, let's prove who the best at 147.
I agree. Yo, 2-4, I appreciate you, bro.
For sure. I appreciate you bringing back up.
Nah, for sure. New blood. Let me get Miss Parker. Hey, Miss Parker. Hey, Miss Parker.
Hello.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm okay. What I want to say is that Bud is great already. He don't need to fight Boots. He don't need to fight Boots to be great. Now, what Boots need to do is fight somebody, because I haven't seen Boots fight nobody great, nobody good, or none of that to even know, to see that if he would even stick with Bud Crawford. He need to go fight O'Shaquie, Foster, or even Brian Norman. He need to fight a dog first.
Well, Miss Parker, I say this. One is I started this by saying I think Bud is great. I absolutely think Bud is a great fighter. I was just comparing him to the guys that, when we talking about this, the sport, I feel like there's certain guys where they at the highest level to ever do this thing. You feel like Bud is on that same, he sits at the same table as those guys?
He does. I think he does. I really do. But I still say that he don't need to fight Boots. I would think Canelo would be a better fight than Boots, because Boots haven't fought nobody.
I would agree with that. I mean, Boots has been getting ducked, though. It's kind of what, Bud was going through at the beginning of his career. Bud wasn't able to get a lot of the bigger fights because people was ducking him. Not to say I'm not saying Bud is ducking Boots. I don't think that. But I think there's other fighters that have been avoiding Boots that were belt holders at 47. Like what's the dude name? The Mexican guy. Damn, what's his name? At 47. He fought Tank. That Tank beat and knocked out.
Oh, Pitbull.
Nah. He told what's the dude name? Chat. What's his name? And 47 champion. Tank beat him. Mario Barrios.
Oh, Barrios.
Barrios, I feel like was ducking Boots. Stan Jonas as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's been hard for Boots to get these type of fights. But you don't think Boots would be his hardest fight?
I don't. Like I said, Boots want to prove anything. He need to go fight O'Shaquie or somebody. Like one of those guys that's a dog. Like so now, right now, O'Shaquie lost his belt, so he probably can get that fight. Go on and fight him real quick.
Well, O'Shaquie Foster just moved up to what? He 35 or 30. So I don't, Boots a little bigger than him, but I like the Brian Norman fight. I definitely want to see that. The Brian Norman Jr. I definitely want to see that. But you don't think that's a hard fight for Bud? You don't think so?
No, I don't think it will be. I think
Parker, you gotta put some respect on Boots' name, Miss Parker.
No, because I think Bud will walk him down the same way Floyd Mayweather walked Canelo down.
Okay. But hold up. Let me ask you this last question though. we all saying that we want to see you saying Bud versus Canelo. Bud moved up to fight Madrimov, 154, his last fight. I think he won. It was a good fight. He won. He controlled the action, but it wasn't necessarily the most impressive Bud that we saw. So do you think him moving up another 2 weight classes is going to be something that's like, is doable?
You know what? Me personally, I wouldn't want him to move up, but I was just saying that Canelo would be a better fight than Boots, because Boots hadn't fought nobody. Like, what is he fighting Boots for?
He's a champion. He's a great fighter.
He's a champion of a belt that Bud dropped.
Yeah.
Like, Bud ain't care about that belt. So I mean, it's no need. And Bud did have a chance to fight Bud before Bud moved up. He had his chance.
Yeah, you know what? I heard Bud say that, but Boots told me in the interview, he said that's not true.
Well, they were on the phone together. He should have said that when they were on the phone together on that podcast.
Or on Gillian Wallow. Wallow. Okay. All right. Well, shit, Miss Parker, I appreciate you pulling up. Thank you very much.
Thank you. See ya.
All right, later. Yo, come on, man. Don't be hating on Miss Parker in the chat, man. Let her cook, man. Let her cook. Miss Parker, Miss Parker. Salute, Miss Parker. Thank you. Let me get Duke. Let me get Duke to the stage. Come on, y'all killing Miss Parker. Chill in the chat. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that to the women in my show, man. Come on, don't do that. Yo, Duke, what's poppin', man? What's up?
Can you hear me? You good?
I hear you loud and clear. What's going on, brother?
My man. So I have a question for you before I kind of respond to your question. Who do you think Bud missed the opportunity to fight that could have put him in that top echelon? If, like, let's say we take Boots off the table, Boots is not here. Who did he miss early in his career that could have put him in that echelon of the 1%?
Well, the biggest one would be Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? They had both of them at top rank when Manny was still Manny. You know what I'm saying? Before he got real, old. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the biggest one is Bud versus Manny Pacquiao. And I think that he could beat Manny Pacquiao. I think, you know what I'm saying? The way I'm analyzing the fight and looking at the style, looking at the size difference, looking at the style, looking at the way Bud's able to counterpunch and use his long jab, I think Bud would have beat Manny Pacquiao. I think the other couple of names I would have to say would be Keith Thurman. I think when Thurman was the guy, Keith Thurman was that guy at one point. I just think at that time when Bud, like I said, Bud's 140 run, the opposition was kind of mid. And that's not his fault. That ain't him.
I agree.
I'm not saying he's taking mid fighters or nothing like that. He beat everybody that had the belt. He did what he had to do. He got undisputed. But I'm like, Julius Ndongo ain't one of them guys. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Thomas Delorme is like, he decent, respectfully. But that's what I'm saying. So it's like the 140 run was just like, whatever. But when he got the 47 and Bud went on a crazy run, right? Like he stopped everybody at 47. That's crazy. Every single fight at 47, he stopped.
And that's kind of part of my response where I feel like he's already in the 1%. Because, he missed a couple, and I would agree with saying both Pacquiao and the Thurman, because Thurman was on a crazy run also at that time. Like, that would have been something very big for boxing. But if you look at the way he performed, like, to get undisputed, it's not that undisputed is so big, but his performances against all of these names who had decent performances against everybody else in the division, like it's a level of dominance to where you can say, my God, nobody was really close. Like the closest thing we got is what you was just mentioning in a Madrimov, and I feel I have a certain feeling about how Madrimov came into that fight that Bud didn't give us what we were used to in the 147, but still in all, like his performances were dominant, even up to like an Errol Spence to say, dude, there was nobody even close. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like if you're talking Hoop, you're talking MJ, like nobody was really close when he was doing his thing. So that's why I would say kind of he's already at the at
I could
that
agree with
top
that.
1%
I could agree with
echelon.
that in that sense. As far as I agree with your point, as far as how he did it at 47, you can't take nothing away from that man. He did everything he was supposed to do at 47. Like I said, is he just missed out on a couple of them guys, Danny Garcia as well. You know what I'm saying? But the other part is, and again, I don't want to. I'm a Bud fan. This is I got to make this clear. I'm just raising. I try to speak my truth about how I feel. I am a Terence Crawford fan. However, when I say this, he beat Errol Spence, whooped him. He didn't just beat him; he whooped him.
Dominated.
Domination. I have to say though, it's not again. It's not Bud's fault, and I'm not necessarily putting a knock on him. I'm just analyzing it. I can't say that Errol Spence was the same Errol Spence after the car accident, brother. I don't know if I can say that.
Oh, respect, because that's just the truth. Like when somebody go through
That's what I'm
those
saying. I'm not knocking. Bud did what he's supposed to do. He did that. That was a 50 again. That was a 50-50 fight. That was what it was supposed to be. I'm just saying is when I looked at it, and I said this before the Bud fight, it's not like I waited to say that. I remember when Spence fought Danny Garcia, I said, you know what? He looks a little different to me. It don't look the same thing.
Yeah.
And then he fought Ugas, and I said, oh, he don't look the same.
Yeah.
Like he's still good enough to beat them guys, but he don't look the same. So I just say that to say is, yes, that's a notch on Bud's resume. You cannot take that off. You can't take it away. That's a notch on Bud's resume. I'm just saying when I'm looking at Errol in the circumstance, it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
No, it makes excellent sense. I actually really agree with you in that sense. I just feel like looking at it, like I feel like maybe Errol was a little bit better when he had that when he fought Danny and things of that nature. But at the way Bud dominated the fight, like he didn't just beat Errol. You see what I'm saying? If he had just beat Errol, then we having a different conversation to where I'm like, I felt like in the 8th round, he kind of held Errol up because he wanted it to be a good fight. You see what I'm saying? So I really think he would have dominated Danny and all them other guys who was, on the other side of the, track, but he just didn't get
so
that
let me ask you this. Let me ask you
Yeah.
this last question. Do you feel Terence Crawford is in that 1% of fighters, the upper echelon, the greatest of the greats?
And that's why I do just because of the performance, like the level of performance at 147. You see what I'm saying? Like that alone for me puts him in that echelon. Like they could name everybody, he demolished everybody. Nobody was close. So that for me, that's what it is. Like if I feel like if he would have been given certain fights like the Pacquiao, like the Danny Garcias, like he would have been able to prove that. But he didn't have that opportunity. So when opportunity did come to him, he showed exactly who he was with those opportunities.
All right. I agree with that. That's a good point, man. I appreciate you, Duke.
Appreciate
Thank you, brother.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, man. Salute. Let me know, y'all. I'm taking a couple more. We talking Terence Crawford. Legacy. What is Terence Crawford's legacy? Is he in that conversation? The top of the top, the upper echelons. TJ, what's popping? Yo, TJ, you've been lighting up that chat with AOG, man. TJ, what's up, man?
Get that nigga in here, please. Me and him gotta talk. We gotta talk.
AFG, pull up. Free
Get
smoke
that nigga.
zone.
Get that
AFG,
nigga.
link is in the chat. AFG.
He said, you ever seen a dog eat after missing his meals? Let me just ask you this question, Najee, real quick. Beating Boots does nothing for Terrence's legacy, to me.
Why you say that though?
Who did Boots beat to give him that noteworthy status of, oh yeah, go beat Boots? That does so much tremendous shit for your legacy. Who did he beat?
I mean, I would say if you're just looking at it like right now, I can't necessarily say that, but I think what a Boots win does is because I think this kid is really a pound for pound fighter. I think that what we're gonna see is when you beat a guy and you beat him in his prime, he's a young, hungry lion. When Boots goes on to actually get them title fights and we're able to see how great he is when he gets them fights, it makes a win like that age well. And I think that, like I said, is I use the example with Mayweather when he fought Canelo. Because at the time he beat Canelo, I would say the best wins on Canelo's resume, right? He beat Shane Mosley, who at the time was already kind of old, right? Shane was already a little past it. He wasn't completely shot or nothing, but that was a good win. You know what I'm saying? He beat Shane Mosley. I think he beat Kermit Citron. You know what I'm saying? So he has some decent wins on his resume. But at the time, remember, Floyd beat Canelo, right? Floyd beat him. And then people was trying to say, oh, man, he beat Canelo, but he was young and he was this and who he had on his resume. But look at that win now. We talking about Canelo Alvarez. He's one of the best to ever do it. So I feel like wins like that, it could age based on what these people go on to do when we get the opportunity to see how great they really are.
Okay, so let me stop you right there then. Let me ask you a question. Do you think Canelo Alvarez at 30 years old is the same Canelo Alvarez at 23 years old? And regardless of what you say,
at 30, yes. Right now, no. At 30, I think he was. I think he got better. He got better at 30 to me.
Okay. And regardless of what you say, it's cool. But you said Canelo went through and fought all of them names when he was young, right?
Well, I wouldn't say all of them. He had some good names
no,
on there, but
not all of them. But he had some notable names though, right?
Yeah.
So
he has some notable names.
And Floyd still get the short end of the stick. Motherfuckers say, oh yeah, he beat Canelo Alvarez. Some motherfuckers say he beat him when he was too young. So I'm gonna ask you again, who did Boots beat for us to say, yeah, man, Terence beat an upper echelon, top noteworthy guy. Let's put him up there in the 1%. If we're gonna put him in the 1% for beating Boots, he should be in the 1% already for being the first two-time undisputed champion in two different weight classes.
I just don't know if that's how it goes though, because when you got the older veteran fighting the young guy, 9 times out of 10, the young guy's resume isn't gonna be all of that at the time, just because by the nature of, one is they haven't had as many fights, and two, Boots has been getting ducked. Like, let's be honest. I'm just saying, if we're not counting this kid because who is he beat, right? I could say that. Tell me who at 54 could beat Boots. Who's beating Boots at 54?
We don't know because we never seen him. We never seen him tested.
No, we don't know.
We never seen his ass tested. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm trying to tell you is it's the same shit. Me and you talk. Najee, I got a real dope ass memory. Me and you talked about Shakur versus Tank like 2 months ago. I said we never seen Shakur fight nobody that got that dog that's gonna try to kill his ass in the ring. So I can't say he beats Tank. I said Tank 55%, 45%. Same shit with Boots. We never seen Boots fight nobody at that top level. If you want to say he getting ducked, you could say whatever the fuck you want. Fact is, we never seen him do it though. So because we never seen him compete at that level, and not only that, his last performance, it was good against Avenesian, but he had a lot of people questioning his defense. And you could say he was laid off or whatever the fuck you want to say.
You can say the same about Bud.
I know, but what I'm trying to tell you is Bud fought fucking Spence is, you can already just take every fucking body Boots fought just with Spence alone. All I'm saying is we never seen.
I mean, we're not comparing. I'm not comparing Crawford's resume to Boots. Clearly, Crawford has the better resume.
Right. And I'm not trying to compare him either. All I'm saying is we've seen Bud fight quality opposition. We haven't seen Boots fight quality opposition at all, like yet.
So does that mean that means it's not a good fight because we haven't seen it yet?
That's not what I'm saying either. But what I'm saying is you asked me who at 54 could beat him. I'm asking you, who has Boots dominated and beat for you to say, all right, he'll go up to 54 and beat all of them guys? How do you know that?
I'm looking at him. What you mean? How do I know that? Look at him.
Looking at him fight who? Because he passing the eye test. Okay, but who though?
Look at the skill set though, bro. You can't just only go by who are they. So if that's the case, then we could say the same about Abdullah Mason, who was on this show.
Salute to Abdullah. You can. I fuck with Abdullah. He looking good. He been looking fucking ridiculous.
So right now, Abdullah can't beat. Hold up, let me ask you this question. Abdullah Mason can't beat the WBO champion, Dennis Berinchik. He can't beat him right now because Berinchik got a better resume. We never seen Abdullah at that level.
No.
Abdullah can't beat Berinchik right now.
Hell no. He smokes Berinchik. Barancik was getting touched up by fucking Navarrete.
Hold up. So then, according to your thing, you saying if we never seen you at that level, how you gonna say he could beat this guy because you ain't never seen him at the level? He ain't fought nobody on Barancik level. So how you gonna say that?
Barancik was getting touched up by Navarrete. Barancik literally, to me, he was kind of like giving a nod for that fucking belt. If you ask me.
Hold up. So we just saying touched up because now you switching it though, right? You switching it now. You saying if we don't see it, then it means that's how it goes.
No,
but now you think Abdullah could beat Barancik.
No, what I'm saying is I seen Barancik get touched the fuck up by Navarrete. He's not a good boxer to me at all. Like not to me. He's not even on that top level. Barancik to me would get smoked by any of the other champions at 35. My personal opinion. What I'm saying is, but just because Barancik fought Navarrete, who was a champion at 30, he has a better resume than somebody like Abdullah Mason. But I still feel like Barancik, the way he performed against Navarrete, somebody smaller than him, he would get bulldozed by Abdullah Mason. He's just gonna go in there and try to take his head off. He don't have the boxing skill to keep him off of him, to me.
But that's my point. Hold on, let me go. I'll let you go. Let me go. What I'm saying is that's my point is that you can take the eye test and things that you've seen and make a comparison based on things you haven't seen because you're judging it off of what you've seen. I could say the same thing for Terence Crawford, to where I've seen Terence Crawford get hurt in fights multiple times by guys who hit less than Boots, by guys, to me, in my opinion, who don't have as much power, who don't have as much speed. I've seen Bud Crawford get hurt by, I think Gamboa is a really good fighter, skill fighter. I've seen him get hurt by Gamboa. I've seen him get hurt by Mean Machine. We've seen Terence Crawford get hurt in, a few different times. So I'm saying is, again, when I say this, I actually give Terence Crawford the favor in the fight with Boots. I think Terence Crawford would have to be the favorite if I'm judging it. But I'm saying is based on what we looking at, I don't see how this guy wouldn't be the toughest challenge on Bud's resume. I think Boots beats everyone that is on Bud's resume.
So you seen Bud when he fought real good opposition, right? Like world champion level opposition. You seen him go through hell and back, right? A few times, right? That's what you're saying. You seen him, right? I'm gonna ask you again. Who have you seen on Boots' resume that's top tier competition put him through that type of fire for you to say that he could contend with Bud, that he'd go up to 54 and clear them big ass motherfuckers out? Who have you seen him fight for you to say? I fucks with Boots, Najee. I'm telling you, I like Boots. I think Bud starks him though, but I like the kid though. But for me to say,
go ahead.
For me to say that he would just go up there to 54 and clear it out. I think Madrimov gives him a fucking hell of a fucking fight, to be honest with you. I think Tim Tszyu gives him a hell of that hard punching ass motherfucker. Sebastian Fundora, okay, we disagree. I said hell of a fight though. I ain't say you beat him. I say you give him a hell of a fight. I think Sebastian Fundora.
I think Madrimov. I agree with you on Madrimov. That's a good. I think he gives Boots a tough fight. I agree with you.
Yeah, I think that these guys get that dude a challenge is what I'm saying, because I haven't seen him fight no top tier. I'm not one of them guys that's just gonna say, oh yeah, the eye test. I give you Abdullah Mason, and I know I would give you Abdullah Mason and Barancik.
You can't can't have it both ways, TJ. You can't have it both ways.
I'm not having it both ways. I'm not having it both ways. Just because Barancik has a belt doesn't mean that he's top tier he's a top tier. He's really, really good. That don't mean that shit. Just like you said, I think he got gifted a fucking belt. To me, I think he got gifted a belt, but when I look at him and even his resume, his best name on his resume is Navarrete. But the way he performed in that fight does not look convincing to me to say he would beat somebody like Abdullah, who's bigger than him, stronger than him, hits way harder.
You're using the eye test. We both using the eye test.
I got you, Daji. We just gonna have to disagree. We got to agree to disagree, though.
All right. Yo, listen, TJ, I appreciate you though, brother. Thank you, man, for that POV, bro. For real.
Oh yeah. You gonna do a group chat or something so I could talk my shit to AMG?
Yeah, is AMG in here? Yo, AMG, you in here? Let me drop the link.
He was saying Brian Norman should get paid $500K and Boots should get $900K for their fight.
Yo, soon stay up here on the stage. As soon as he come in, I'm gonna bring y'all up.
I got you.
All right. Let me get Bodywork Boxing. We talking Bud Crawford, his legacy. Is he at the top 1%? The 1% of the 1%.
What's
Body
going
work.
on, Najee?
What's up, my G? What's good?
Hey man, you've been doing your thing, man. I've been saluting you from afar, man. You've
Yeah, I
been taking
appreciate that,
off,
brother.
man.
For real, I appreciate that, dog.
Let me say this. Bud is the exception to the rule when it comes to you can't judge a man by his resume, because if you look at Bud's resume, you would be like, it's shaky. But most people look at resumes and say, oh, he can't be this or he can't be that. What he did to Earl, basically, that was his name, right? And a lot of people look at him based on his resume. And you would think because of the people he fought, he wasn't able to do the things that he do. Except for Bud is the exception to that rule, to where he showed up and showed out. A lot of people get it misconstrued who were Spence fans who said that, you know, he wasn't himself. People get that misconstrued with taking away from Bud. Like you said earlier, I think one of the first things you said, you look at it the same way. It's like, that didn't have nothing to do with Bud. Bud did exactly what he was supposed to do. He got Earl at that time. Well, we got to recognize that Earl went and got 3 straps. He moved up, got Horn, waited, it came around and got Earl on the tail end. But that don't take away from the fact that Earl got 3 straps. He did what he did, and boom. Yeah. But the fact that he's the exception to the rule on the resume, don't discount that the guys that he fought on his resume, they are questionable when you look at them.
I mean, I don't want to say questionable. I don't want to say questionable because I think he got some good wins. I was just mostly saying that I feel like the times, you know, when I look at the guys that I feel like what we talk about as boxing is these are the top guys that we all feel like, you know, was the 1%ers. It's because they beat people that we wasn't sure if they was gonna win. And I feel like Bud I think he has a good resume. I don't think it's a bad resume, but it's like I only really feel like it was 2 fights that I didn't know if he was gonna win them fights.
Yeah, but this is what I say. I say, because I look at it like, I call it the age well games. It might sound pessimistic, but the age well games. When people look back and they look at the resume and they look at what these people were able to do and how he fought in the age well games, just like Canelo Alvarez. In the age well games, it's going to lock up. The people who were around during the times and were watching along the times, they're going to say, hold on. He did share the same division as AB and Regis Prograis at 140. You know what I'm saying? At 147, he didn't fight Danny Garcia. He didn't fight Sean Porter. Like the time when he fought Kell Brook, they look at the time. So in the age well games, it works. And you can't take away from them guys. But the people in real time, you know how journalism go. That's your thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they do in dates and times and record things. So when you look back at it, you can't take away from it. But the people in real time know that, oh, you could have fought this guy when you didn't do this. And you got to factor in the politics, and whoever is controlling the pen of the page is going to control the thinking of that age. Like they're going to control what was being said at that time. My thing, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to get off. My thing is this. Floyd is looked at as giving Canelo a shot. That was kind of like the passing of the torch. Only Canelo was celebrating. He's the only one that celebrated when he actually didn't win that fight. So when the torch was afforded to being passed, Canelo didn't win it, but he takes all the flavor from having shared the ring at Floyd Mayweather and taking off from that point, right? Canelo Alvarez, he's checking that block for his people right now by getting a Munguia, by getting a Berlanga. So in his age well games, he's gonna be able to look back and say, look, man, I gave young Munguia a shot. Look at what he was able to do. I gave Berlanga, who's Puerto Rican, look at what he was able to do. We can't say that for Bud. Why? Because right now he's latched on to being able to say Canelo, Canelo, Canelo. Remember, it was supposed to be Jermell Charlo, but because Jermell Charlo jumped up for Canelo and had that performance, he said, "Oh, we don't want that." I'm like, hold on. People like myself, I say, hold on. Jermell Charlo is, in my eyes, Jermell Charlo is still the guy at 54. He cleaned it out. Like up until the tail end when it was getting ready to go down the zoo, you can't tell me that Jermell Charlo didn't clean it out. I still think that that's a good, valuable fight. I think that if you go ahead and knock him out, or even knock somebody out at 60 on your way to a Canelo, that'd be good. But when has Bud ever looked back and gave a young dude an opportunity the way Canelo can say, I gave Munguia a shot, you know, I dusted him off, I gave Berlanga a shot, we don't know what's going to happen. Floyd can say, I gave Canelo a shot. We're not going to be able to say that with Bud. It's like, I'm going to take my ball and go home, and all I want is Canelo, and either it's Canelo or nothing, and let me roll. That don't take away from Bud, and that's going to sound like I'm hating, but I like Bud. I call him the closer in my boxes to watch. We know he's capable of. When he smell blood, he can get you out of there.
That's for sure.
But when you judge them like the way you judge those others, man, it's going to be kind of hard, and we're in a day and time to where people are not going to wait until they hang him up, and then they're going to do an exclusive scrub of his resume, and then you're going to hear somebody like I ain't going to throw out no names, but you're going to hear some people come out and do a analysis of what was going on, and then they're going to break it down, but we're not being real in real time. But that's it, man. I appreciate you for letting me on, man.
That's a good point. That's a good POV, man. Thank you, brother.
All right, man. Salute.
Yo, let me get Reed. Reed, what's popping? Hold on. Yo, before I get Reed, let me say this. I put this quote, key structure says, I think Bud didn't fight a healthy EJ. I can't give him credit for that. I agree with you. Well, I can't say healthy. I can't say Errol was unhealthy. I think Errol was a different fighter, but you have to give him credit. You can't take away Bud's credit for that. I have to give Bud credit for that. I can't take the credit away. And I also think even if EJ was the old EJ, I still think Bud would have beat him, to be honest. My own personal opinion. But let me get Reed. Reed, what's up?
Yo, Nas, when these niggas come up, you gotta pull these niggas' cards. Be like, yo, you really think this nigga gonna beat this nigga? Put money on it. Watch what these niggas say, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
Who you thinking? Like, who you talking about?
Yo,
like,
listen, word to everything. Boots is spanking Virgil. Boots is spanking. Who else at 54 these niggas are saying?
Fundora.
That nigga's trash.
What about Madrimov? What about Madrimov? That Crawford just fought.
Madrimov, he's straight, but I want you know, Nas, y'all know you be betting, right? So you know how you go on FanDuel and shit. You see Boots. Every fight is a minus 1,800, right? You sick and tired of that shit, right? You want to see Boots at a minus 100 to make some bread. So if that's what Madrimov, he coming in and it's a pick 'em fight, I promise you, who you gonna take?
I got Boots, but I don't think that's an easy fight. I think it's a hard fight.
Not an easy fight, but that's a confident pick. And my thing is too, these niggas be chatting on this Bud shit. Yo, Bud been getting blackballed by PBC for years. Niggas been had that nigga. He couldn't get none of the big fights he deserved. That nigga had to literally do what he had to do, just like what they do in the core. That's another topic for another day. Niggas be chatting talking about giving young niggas a shot. Niggas ain't give Bud no shots, nigga. Bud, he wanted Danny back in the day. He wanted Keith Thurman back in the day. He wanted all them niggas. They wasn't giving it to him. And that nigga was in a whole even lawsuit situation with Bob Arum and shit. He felt like Bob Arum was even blackballing him too. That nigga had all the odds against him. Now that nigga's the big dog, and it took this long. He calling the shots. He want to make the money that he ain't make back in the day, nigga. How you mad at a nigga that want to, feel me, retire well? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not mad at that. But I'm saying, all right. So,
not you, but you know how these niggas.
No, I feel you. I'm saying, do you think that is Bud in that top of the top that we talking about? Is he sitting at the table with Sugar Ray Leonard and Ali and Floyd and them niggas?
Yo, gangster, if Bud becomes 3-time undisputed, he at that table. If he becomes 3-time undisputed, he's at that table.
Yo, the only reason I don't be jacking that, bro, is just beating Fundora is like it's cool.
Nah, but look, it's not just Fundora though. He gonna beat Fundora, and then he got Tim Shuzu. That's gonna be the last fight.
the IBF right now, unless I think Tim Tszyu might be scheduled to fight the guy from the IBF is what's the nigga Mazliev or something like that.
They line that shit up for Tim Tszyu.
Okay, so if that happens in Tim Tszyu, but I mean, like that's cool, but I don't feel like them two niggas make it like you feel me? That's what I'm saying.
It's just, but
I just saying undisputed. I feel it, but when I'm looking at the guys, I'm like, they cool, but I just feel like Boots is one of the hardest guys to beat. Do I think Bud could beat him? Yes, I favor Bud in that
could
fight.
beat him, and I think Boots could beat him. I think they could beat. They really the same type of fighter.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the fight that's going to let me know if Bud could fight Boots and show me Boots is not on my level. That to me is like okay.
All right, but Najee, keep it gutter. You think Boots gonna move the needle for Bud's career?
Like if we just talking about now, like if we saying right now, no. But I think when it's all said and done for Boots, I think we're gonna look back and be like, damn, this nigga Bud really beat the guy that beat blah 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 blah. You feel me? So like I think if we looking at it now, it don't look like that. But I think that's one of the wins that would age very well.
So do you think Boots? You think Boots did enough to even get to this spot right now?
I mean, I think Madrimov. What did Madrimov do?
He had a belt.
Boots got a belt too.
Yeah, but Madrimov got a belt in a division. He's trying to become undisputed, and this is his third division, and it's never been a 3-time undisputed champion in boxing. That has never happened before. You know what I'm saying? It's only been 2 undisputed champions in 2 different divisions, which is I think Usyk and Bud and who's the other nigga, Nello.
Evander Holyfield did that too, but it was the 3-belt era. But Evander Holyfield did that as well.
Yeah, I'm saying in the full belt era, this nigga Bud on some real legendary shit. Niggas not really understanding his vision, but I understand. I understand. I want to see the fight.
More weight about the who you beat than the belts. Like, who did you get the belts from? Because it's like when I look at Devin Haney, he got undisputed by beating George Kambosos, and I'm like, respectfully to George Kambosos, that ain't what I mean. Like, that ain't one of them wins where it's like, oh shit, you beat Kambosos. You feel me? So that's all I'm saying is just like I respect undisputed. I'm not shitting on it. I think belts matter, but I put the who to me is over than the prize in my opinion.
All right, so do you think these young niggas, like these young prospects coming up, you think these niggas should just chase the big fights, or should they chase to be a unified champion?
I feel like the big fights, bro, because like when I look at Floyd wasn't going for undisputed. He could have tried to do that. He wasn't even fighting for belts.
He was unifying them.
He was dropping belts. Remember, he used to be like, man, I'm not paying sanctioning fees. I don't give a fuck about that, blah, blah, blah. So I'm saying that I think if that was his goal, I think Floyd could have been doing undisputed.
Floyd was unifying in the divisions, though.
He was unifying. I mean, I respect unifications. I'm just saying, it's like, when you be fighting a guy, like I said, Bud would beat the dog shit out of Fundora. So it's like, yes, it's a unification, but that's a fight we all know he gonna win. The Boots fight, I think he gonna win, but I can't say for sure, bro. That's the only thing.
All right, Najee, hear me out though. So say like if we got belts, right? The belts is supposed to attract the big fights, like you're saying. You know what I'm saying? The belts is supposed to get me to that point where I'm supposed to, this the nigga I say he's a killer. All right, then for me, that's what's supposed to make sense. If we saying on some shit like, these niggas should just taste the big fights. There's only a few big fights in boxing with certain niggas in certain divisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we saying like Abdullah Mason, he probably the best prospect coming up, and we like, yo, Abdullah, I ain't gonna lie, man, we not gonna chase the belts, yo. We just gonna chase this Tank fight. And it's like, he get this Tank fight, it don't go his way, or it do go his way, but even if it don't go his way, it's like, all right, what's the next option? What's the next plan? Who's the next, you know what I'm saying, big option or big fight for Abdullah? I think like the belts are supposed to attract these fights. That's what makes it interesting, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good point, Reed. I definitely fuck with that. That's a good point. I just feel like it's so many belts now that it'd be like, just because you got a belt don't equal that you one of them A-level guys.
Man, don't get me wrong. It's bums with belts. We ain't gonna do that now. You know what I'm saying? It's bums with belts. Rolly should have never had a strap in his hand. Word of my dad, he should have never had a strap in his hand. But
yo, listen, the old man won that fight, B. The old man won that fight.
Old man won. Like, Old man won, and then Pitbull knocked his head off, and then feel me. This nigga, I don't know what he on now. I don't even know if he gonna win. Who he about to fight?
I don't even know the opponent for real. I got to do some homework on the opponent. I don't know
And
who
I don't
he
even
is.
think he gonna win that shit. Like that nigga should have never touched the strap. But end of the day, though, I still feel me. Like even at like even at 135 right now, like Zepeda versus Shakur, that's a big fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they even prolonging that. And then they saying, oh, well, Zepeda should get a unification fight. He should try to fight Baranchik. Well, this nigga trying to fight Kambosos for some reason. This nigga saying he ain't even trying to fight this year. So this nigga had a kid on the way.
Ducking.
Yo, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yo, Ree, I appreciate you pulling up, bro. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yo, let me read these last few super chats. Yo, TJ, AMG just pulled up, but he left. I was trying to get him up. AMG pulled up. Body work boxing. Good work, brethren. Salute, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you for real. I appreciate you. Kashi Mack, Virgil, Boots, Tim Zoo, Bud, 4-way tournament. Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that, man. Yo, AMG, pull up. AMG, where you at? I just had to get the last one off. AMG, pull up. Yo, listen. We gotta say that was, Bud is one of them guys. I say this with all due respect. Ain't no disrespect to Bud. I'm a fan of Terence Crawford. I've been a fan since 2013 of Terence Crawford. 10 years. I'm 11 years deep riding for Terence Crawford. Pause.
Hey, yo.
Pause. But we just gotta keep it real on what the situation is. That's what we do here at Cigar Talk. We give our opinions and we keep it a stack. Let me get Duke. Duke, what's popping?
Yo, I'm right back, and I just wanted to say this. So I think it's a little unfair for you to bring up the fact that like Floyd fought Canelo and things of that nature. Like Canelo had got the stamp as the Mexican guy from De La Hoya. You see what I'm saying? Floyd was Money May at the time, so it was a big fight regardless. We're doing the American versus Mexican thing. We know, if we being honest about it, you a Bud fan, I'm a Bud fan. Bud is not the draw. You see what I'm saying? Bud ain't the face of boxing. You see what I'm saying? Like a Canelo or a Tank right now. You see what I'm saying? So him fighting a Boots, and again, that's, to be totally honest with you, I think that's one of the best fights in boxing if it happened. But him fighting a Boots is not a big draw. So unless it's like a guarantee, understated guarantee that he's gonna be the guy that we think Boots is gonna be, then it really don't do nothing in the long run. You see what I'm saying? We're fans of Boots too, so we like, ooh, like we want to see that. We want him to do that. But Mans was talking, like you had a guy in here earlier, he was saying, Canelo, fighting Munguia and things like that. Well, he's doing that because Canelo is that guy in terms of boxing and drawing money. It don't matter who he fight, he's gonna get a huge bunch of eyes on him. You see what I'm saying? That ain't the same with that. Like that ain't the same with a Bud Boots fight. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if the world's gonna watch that. Although America gonna watch that, but I don't know if the world's gonna watch that and hold value and have that whole value like we do. You see what I'm saying? What you think about that?
I mean, I definitely agree with you. If we just talking about, the bigger fight, absolutely. Canelo's definitely the bigger fight. Is definitely the fight that he'll make the most money on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not knocking that. If he's able to get the Canelo fight, more power to him. I saw a report that came out today that said, Canelo said that he might be open to that fight now. Before he was saying he ain't wanted it all. Now he's saying he might be open. So if Bud could actually get that fight, more power to him. I ain't gonna knock him for that. I guess kind of where I was coming from more so in that scenario was like, I just feel like it's a difference when I played basketball growing up, right? I played ball. There's times where like if I'm playing like rec league ball, right? And you an older guy. The older niggas, even if they nice, they know if you going against the young, hungry lion, that don't mean you can't win. It's just gonna be a lot. Like
it's a different day.
it's a different. It's you gonna have to work your ass off to do that. You can't. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel
You
like
can't
that's
just
what it is.
unball him like you do all the other little young ones.
That's what I'm
This a
saying.
real test.
You can't just use the old man tricks. He's gonna make you. If you're gonna win, you're gonna have to earn it. Gotta earn it against a young,
I
hungry nigga like
respect it,
that.
but so let me say this too. I saw, you know, I know you probably seen the All the Smoke fight with Andre Ward and Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn was basically saying that, you know, to be a superstar, you have to be marketed in that way early on. You see what I'm saying? In that conversation, he was saying that. So we
Yeah.
feel like Boots has gotten that already, or he's about to get that with Eddie Hearn and Matt Droom?
As a
Or
superstar, maybe. I don't know. I think to me, a superstar is based on more than just fighting in the ring. I think you could be a great fighter in the ring, but your outside things have to also translate to be a superstar to me.
right.
So it's like your personality, the moves you make, how you connect with the fans, shit like that is to me what makes a superstar, not just fighting in the ring. But I just think like when it comes to Boots, I really think his in the ring game is like that. I think when it's all said and done, he's going to be one of the guys that's one of the best of his era. And I feel like if Bud was able to take that guy and show us right now that he's not on my level, I think that's a huge fucking statement, dog. I think that's like a statement to me. Like I am the guy, and this is why. This is why I'm him. Because I'm
That
saying
makes
is
sense.
like I agree. Like if I because you brought up the money earlier, right? Like I
Yeah.
agree. Canelo's the most money. If you can't get that fight, who makes more money than you and Boots? Like what other fight is the fight that makes more money than that?
I think, and to be totally honest, to answer that question, I think you got to get with somebody. You got to get in the ring with somebody who has a totally different demographic and market. Like
So like a
again, Boots.
Tim Zoo or something.
Yeah, you got to get somebody from overseas or fight some Mexican fighter coming up to like generate. That's why I think the Madrimov fight was huge. You see what I'm saying?
I
Like
don't think
them
the
best.
Madrigal fight was that huge, to be honest. I
Not
don't feel
huge.
like
Not let me be honest with you. Not huge, but I think that was the fight because especially like his first fight at 154, just because we know, you see what I'm saying, Madrimov
I
just
don't feel
came
like
from helping
Madrigal really
Bivol.
bought no fans like that. I don't feel like because I was there at the fight. I don't feel like none of them people was really like we're Madrigal fans. I didn't feel like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm just saying based on the energy that was in that stadium, I didn't
Nah,
feel
I
like he was
agree.
bringing a fan base to anything. I feel like it was just, it was a big ass card with big names. Most of the motherfuckers in there was Mexicans.
Real
Respectfully.
shit. They was in LA. So nah, definitely agree. But let me say this. But imagine Madrimov 20 fights from now because he had that fight early on, like a Canelo. You see what I'm saying? Madrimov
That's
was the
why you gotta
guy.
fight Boots, nigga. Fight Boots.
I respect it again for our American, like just for our culture. Yeah, that's the fight we want. We want that more than the Canelo fight. If I'm being honest, I want that fight more than the Canelo fight because I feel like
Facts.
it's closer. Like I feel like Boots really that deal, and I know Bud really that deal. So put them two in the ring and let them. You see what I'm saying? But I also understand, like marketing wise, if Bud is really on this kick to where I'm only getting in this ring for legacy, then we still kind of unsure about what Boots' legacy will be because he's not a superstar. He's just a budding
Yeah.
star at this point. Canelo is a superstar, and Canelo was a superstar even when Floyd fought him. You see what I'm saying? Like, so because he had the Mexican market, Floyd just made him bigger, not that he just made Canelo. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Well, yo, Duke, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, bro.
yeah.
All right. Yo, Chop, get back up here, Chop. Big Chop. I seen Chop in the comments. Big Chop, what's popping? Hold on. Yo, TJ.
Yo,
Your man, he was up here, but he left. I don't know what happened.
hey man, we was just talking some salesman shit in the comments. He said I ain't know nothing about the business, so I was gonna call his fucking bluff. He basically told me that because I told you I don't think Boots getting no more than $5 to $6 million to fight Brian Norman. and he said that Boots should only be getting paid 3.5. I think was his deal with Matchroom. So I basically was telling the dude like, okay, well if Boots getting 3.5, Eddie said he offered Norman more than 1.5. Then that if that's true, then that make him not accepting the terms even fucking worse. And I was trying to tell this motherfucker, dude, that's almost a fucking 60-40 split or something like that. If Boots get 3.5, Norman getting more than 1.5, so like 2. Yeah, he should be signing that fucking contract. He got paid.
Hold up.
Yeah, get him in here.
Hold up. AMG.
Shoot your shit, nigga.
Mr. AMG.
Hello?
Yeah, he up here. I don't hear
Nigga
that.
said he calling my bluff.
Yeah, I'm calling your shit.
What's going on? Free
Yeah, I'm
smoke
calling your
zone.
shit. So tell me how the fuck you gonna justify? Tell
Bro.
me how the fuck you finna justify Norman.
First of all, listen, you ain't calling no bluff.
I'm calling your
nigga.
shit right now. That's why
You can
that's
have
why we
5
on here.
cell phones.
That's
You
why
ain't
we
calling
on here
shit,
though.
nigga.
That's why we on here though. So shoot your shit.
Listen.
Justify your shit.
Let's go. Let me
Boots
hear
ain't
it.
no household name, nigga.
He what?
Boots ain't no household name, nigga.
He ain't no household name.
No, nigga.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like, nigga, you talking about he supposed to get how much? 6 mil?
I didn't say he supposed to get shit. I say he not making no more than 6 mil.
My point exactly. So he's not a big draw, nigga.
I ain't say he was a big draw either.
So what you saying in the comments?
Scroll back through the fucking comments, nigga.
Hold on,
You know what I
what's
said.
the argument? Hold on, what's the debate?
My
though?
argument was I ain't say Boots was no household name or no shit. This nigga was talking PPV and shit in the comments. I ain't say none of that shit. I said Boots is way more known than Norman, and I said he sells more than Norman, so he's gonna make more than Norman. That's what the fuck I said. This nigga was on some other shit. And then he told me, yeah, Boots deal was 3.5 million. Okay, if Boots deal is 3.5 fucking million, Eddie offered more than 1.5 million, 15 times, 10 times more than Norman ever fucking made. The pot is damn near split down the middle. Damn near. Why the fuck is he not signing a contract? And I still, Najee been streaming for fucking what? What that shit say? 2 hours.
241.
You still ain't said shit to me why he should not be accepting that offer.
Okay, AMG, how you respond to that?
Bro, listen. First of all, Brian is negotiating, bro. Just because he didn't take that 1.5 don't mean he not gonna accept the fight, bro. You gotta understand that. It's negotiation.
But you just said he should take 400,000 though.
If they was to fight today,
he should take 400,000 if they fight right now.
Yeah, and Boots should get 9.
You hear this shit, Najee?
Boots should get what?
900K.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. Boots already got his guarantee though. They already guaranteeing him his money already.
And Eddie trying to give him like 2 mil. So what the fuck is you talking about?
So I thought that was like for a certain amount of fights.
No, that's if they fight.
Yeah,
I think he fight right now.
Yo, listen, man. I might got to get y'all on the card, man. Greg Hackett versus Southpaw TV headlining.
I'm with it.
I'm with that shit. I don't give a fuck. We could do it. We could do it.
I'm with it.
We could do
it. What's y'all weight though? What's y'all weight?
It don't even matter. I'm with it.
We could do it. It don't matter.
Nigga be the super fucking heavyweight. I'm with it.
I mean, you gonna get your ass whooped, but we could do it though.
Oh,
Bro,
all right, hold
listen,
up. Do y'all niggas got hands?
Keep
Keep it a stack though. Because listen, I want you to understand. I'm really putting this fight together. It's gonna be in Vegas. I'm putting the whole card together. Do y'all niggas got hands, man? For real?
Yeah, Pop.
Let's do it.
Put me on there. Yeah, Pop's been training me since I was like 7. So yeah, we could do it.
Put me on there.
You with it?
I'm with it.
TJ, you with it?
Yeah, we could do it.
All right, bet. Let's go. We got some undercards. We got some good ass undercards coming to you.
Shit, make us the co-feature.
Nah, I already got a co-feature. I got a co-feature, but I put y'all on that card though for sure. It's gonna be a dope card. Trust me. It's gonna be a dope card, man. They calling me Najee Allen.
Yeah, you put that shit together. We could do it.
I'm in that bitch.
All right, bet. Y'all gonna drop y'all down. I appreciate it. Let's lock in.
Yes, sir.
Send me y'all info.
I got you.
All right. Yo, Big Chop, what's up, Big Chop? Yo, Chop, come in. Yo, you said you was pulling up. Come in. Yo, listen, man. Before I go tonight, we've been on here 2.5. I appreciate y'all. I'm lining up the fights, bro.
Yo, man.
Oh, yo, Chop, what's good?
Yeah.
Yo, what the fuck
Yeah,
you
what's
doing?
up?
Yo, what the fuck is you doing, bro?
Nigga, got kids and shit. What's up, though?
Yo, what you think about Bud's resume before we leave? You the last caller. What you think about Bud's as if we talking about legacy?
Oh man, I think that shit average.
You don't think
I think
is he up on that table with Floyd and Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Robinson, Muhammad
no, that
Ali?
nigga, no, Bud in there with he with the other 99%.
Mm.
The other 99% of niggas. I mean, he a good fighter, but his resume average as fuck.
No, that's above average, Chop. Don't do that. That's above average.
How you figure it's above average? What you consider, but his accomplishments is above average, but his resume ain't above average.
No, I think there's certain wins on there that's good wins.
Okay, name them.
Like I said, Bradis Prescott at that time, that was a really good win. He the guy that stopped Amir Khan at that time. I think that he was the underdog. That was a good win. I think when he fought Gamboa, that was a good win. Remember, Gamboa at the time, undefeated fighter.
Gamboa was moving up 2 weight classes.
I think it was only
He was
one.
a 20. He was nah. It was 2. Bud was like a 20. I mean, he was a 26 pounder.
But
And he
that
was
fight
coming
was
off
at
that
what?
layoff. Wasn't he coming off that layoff?
Wasn't that fight at 30 at 30?
No, that fight
Was
was
that
at
35?
35. Facts. At
I don't know.
35.
You can't discount my boy though. He was nice. Come on, at that time, especially speed, power, skills. Come
Yeah,
on.
Gamboa was nice, but Gamboa wasn't
And he
like in
beat
his
him. He was
prime.
an undefeated fighter at the time. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we can give him Gamboa.
35. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ricky Burns was whatever I would say. Then I gotta give Bud Victor Postol. Victor Postol.
Come on, I'm never gonna agree with this Victor Postol shit.
Come on, he
Victor
was the guy that whooped
Postol,
on Matisse, B. He whooped
come
on
on.
Matisse.
Danny already killed Matisse.
You said who did?
Danny already killed Matisse before.
Yeah,
Danny
but
already killed him.
Matisse turned to the real boogeyman after the Danny fight, though.
Nah.
That's what I say. I was trying to
Nah,
tell
that he
you.
was returning to the real boogeyman afterwards.
All right, Kell Brook. He beat Kell Brook, though.
Kell Brook was done. Kell Brook was done. You know Kell Brook was shot.
Nah, I can't say that.
He already had 2 broken eye sockets. You know what I'm saying? He was hit. Kell Brook was hit. Like, you know
So you
Kell
think
Brook was hit.
Sean Porter was shot too then?
Yes, Sean Porter was an announcer. This nigga was semi-retired. Like, he was coming
Mean
off the
Machine. What
couch.
about the Mean Machine?
Who was Mean Machine?
Kavalauskis or whatever. How you say that name?
Yeah, that's
I don't know how to
like
say it.
equivalent to like Boots
He
beating
was
Villa. Like,
nah. He was like that. Tough guy,
how?
undefeated fighter. Come on, nah, don't do that.
How?
Don't
What
do
I'm
that.
saying is who Mean Machine beat?
Who did Mean Machine beat? Avanesian. He beat up Avanesian.
We can at least say Villa beat Rashidi Ellis.
Yeah, true. But nah, he was one of them guys though. Mean Machine was nice though. Don't do that. Because I could
Come
say
on.
right now, that's like saying who did Majimov beat? And Majimov is nice. He one of them guys.
Yeah, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, like, that's what niggas do with Boots. Oh, who he beat?
No, I get that. But I'm saying just because you ain't beat nobody don't mean you wasn't a good fighter though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, Mean Machine,
So
niggas ain't really know.
where you put Crawford in the all-time conversation though?
Like, what you mean?
Like what guys is he if he not sitting at the table with Ali and them, is he sitting at the table with like Joe Frazier and them?
Yeah.
Bernard Hopkins and them?
Joe
Is he at the
Frazier,
Bernard
B-Hop.
Hopkins table? He might be at that B-Hop table.
No, he might be at the table, like, next to B-Hop, and I'm like,
Oh, Chop, you did that,
you
nigga.
know what I'm talking about? Like, who at that table? Like, the niggas that's next to B-Hop?
I'm
Like,
trying to see who niggas next to B-Hop is
he might
probably
be at the,
like
like, what's that, like, the Zam Zuda table,
Oh, like Keith Thurman table and all that.
Yeah,
Zab Judah.
yeah. Facts, yeah. Keith Thurman, Zab Judah.
Nah,
I
you
mean,
OD. Nah, I'm not jacking that. I'm not jacking that. You
I
OD.
mean, like he at the head of that table, though. Like,
Yeah, the Jermaine Taylor. Oh yeah, he said the Jermaine Taylor table. Jermaine
yeah,
Taylor,
shit like that.
Kelly Pavlik.
Yeah, he at that table.
What's my boy Winky Wright? He at the Winky Wright table.
Yeah, Winky, right? Yep. He over there with them niggas. Yeah.
Yeah, you a funny nigga, son. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, boy, you disrespecting Bud though. You disrespecting Bud. I ain't gonna lie. All right, yo, listen, man. We've been on here almost 3 hours. Chop is over here wilding. Kendrell, salute, brother. Kendrell, salute. Kenny Smith, salute. Texas 16. Boots ain't shit. You wilding. You're wilding. Damn, I ain't gonna lie. This nigga never beat somebody that was 100% threat in tip-top shape. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that. Alicia Bumgarner, my shit. Yo, Kenny, chill, B. Chill, Kenny. We talking about my woman like that, Kenny. You feel me? But listen, man, I appreciate everybody pulling up. Dope episode today. We had Abdullah Mason. We got to some cooking, some home cooking. I got some episodes coming up. I got some good episodes coming up. Make sure y'all tune in. Tomorrow, I'm going to interview Danny Garcia. I'm gonna be at Danny Garcia's gym. You feel me? We going to talk to Danny. That was been one of my favorite fighters. I'm gonna talk to Danny Garcia tomorrow, and then on Saturday, I'm gonna go see. On Saturday, I'm gonna go talk to Caleb Plant. I got an interview with Caleb Plant. So we cooking, man. We back to cooking. We got these interviews. I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Super dope episode of Cigar Talk. Make sure y'all keep tapping in, man. And let me know who y'all want to see. I'll bring everybody up on the show, man. Who y'all want to see on the show, just let me know. But dope episode of Cigar Talk. We out of here, man.